Welcome back to Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoa, whoa. How everybody feeling today?
I forgot I'm fasting.
You fasting?
Yeah.
So just wine and water?
I'm just doing that just because, really just water.
Okay, just water.
And, it's my brother's birthday, so I'm going to have a little shot, bro.
A little beverage.
It's Steve's birthday?
No, my oldest brother.
Oh.
Yeah.
But this is Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
I'm merely a host, Josiah Johnson. As always, we got the NBA and NBA 2K legend, Gilbert Arenas.
I didn't want you to say that. Stop.
Stop. No more updates.
Look. Nah.
What happened?
I seen God today. Okay? I don't even want to be put in that atmosphere as the legend.
You done with 2K?
I played against the #1 shooting guard.
He gave you that work?
He was all of Allen Iverson, Kobe, Steph Curry, all rolled in one.
On 2K?
Yeah.
But did you score, though?
No.
Oh, he was
Donut.
No, I was guarding him. I was doing such a bad job that I got kicked out the game by halftime. He finished with 89 points.
Damn.
Wow.
Damn, I was going
89 while we was triple teaming him.
Green. Just knows how to shoot everything. Damn.
I was going to tell people to subscribe to your Gil's Arena Battle Mode YouTube channel, but
3 of us.
if you're going to get your ass whooped, I'm going to tell
Like
you
we already
that they don't do
playing,
that.
all 3 was going to guard him, and he had 89 points.
Yeah.
All right, well, stay away from Gil's Arena Battle Mode YouTube channel, unless you want to see Gil get that work.
Stay away from him. His name is Gliz versus you. It should be y'all, because it's just 1 verse 5.
Gliz versus
Big
y'all.
Gliz, huh?
See the next again, we have NBA champion of the world, Swaggy P, Nick
man.
Young, back in the arena. Getting ready for his fight with Blueface. Coming
see
early
me?
next
You see
year.
me?
You looking swole.
You feel me?
When you're not supposed to fight, why you don't let me train you?
You can't move right now. You just had
The trainer don't move.
You got to be able to patent.
Oh, the trainer do.
Can't do any of the pad.
Hit me in my ears.
On this side of the couch, we got the distinguished gentleman from Oak Cliff, former #1 pick, Kenyon Martin, back here with us.
What's that, man?
What?
And last but not least, representing Tough Crowd and a card-carrying country club member, we got Mr. B, Brandon Jennings.
Oh, man, I got to see it. Yeah.
Dr. Wu. I like him.
Yeah. Bogey. Hey, that's my shit in the game. After I hit a 3, walk down the court. Hey.
Okay. We got a lot to get into on the show today. Here's what's cracking in Gil's Arena today. The Spurs stunned the Thunder to advance to the NBA Cup final. What message are Wemby and San Antonio sending to the rest of the league about playing ethical basketball? Dillon Brooks tried to poke the bear yet again, but LeBron and the Lakers got the last laugh. Is the beef going too far? And Jalen Brunson put the Knicks on his back for a chance at an NBA Cup title. Is Brunson the best inch-for-inch offensive threat in the league? Josh Hart thinks so. We will discuss before we get into all that. As always, this show is brought to you by Underdog. If you're new to Underdog, today's the day. Get $75.
You got to change that.
Inch for inch.
It's not pound for pound,
It has to be.
It's pound for pound.
It has to be.
It's
That's
inch for
what
inch.
it
has
It
to be.
can't
It's
be
inch for inch.
It has to be.
Did you say
It has
or
to
did
be.
Josh say inch?
Josh Hart said inch for inch.
Oh yeah,
Josh Hart
let
said
him
it.
say that, but we
It's
not.
supposed
We
It's
not.
supposed to be pound for pound.
That's what
They're not talking about
He said
basketball.
they're talking about height, though.
But still,
Oh, that's how you
I
use
don't-
it
That's what
to
I'm saying.
say.
They're not talking about basketball.
I don't give a
They
fuck.
talking about shower, shit in the shower.
No, we talked to the committee, not a plausible moment.
Because pound for pound is height.
Yeah, that-
We just nailed it down. Pound for
Inch
pound.
for inch,
We
dude.
start off at
Yeah,
height.
they
We
just
never
got
said
Inch
inch.
for inch.
It's for,
They just got out of the
it's a
shower.
new term. Like, what's that, 6'7"? Whatever the fuck that means. I don't know what the hell that means.
Inch.
But anywho, this episode is brought to you by Underdog. If you're new to Underdog, today's the day. Get $75 in bonus entries when you play just $5 with code GIL. Win or lose. Underdog's available in most states, including Florida, California, and Texas. Support the show, claim your bonus, and start playing today with code GIL. And as always, if you can't watch the show live with us on YouTube, we have audio versions available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. So let's get right to it. The Thunder and Spurs met for the first time this season Saturday in the NBA Cup semis. OKC entered the matchup riding a franchise record 16-game winning streak with a league record tying 24-1 start. Meanwhile, San Antonio's been holding it down with Wemby sidelined by a calf strain, going 9-3 in the 12 games he missed. But Wemby was back in action for this one, and even a minutes restriction couldn't stop the alien from putting on an ethical show in Sin City. Let's take a look at what went down.
If you feel them getting
So, Thunder came out cooking, using a barrage of buckets to build a double-digit lead. SGA extended his 20-point scoring streak, finishing with 29 points on 12 of 23 shooting. Chet Holmgren and Jalen Williams both had 17 and 7 boards, but struggled from the field. Chet was 3 for 8, J-Dub 5 for 16 in his 33 minutes of action. So Wemby came off the bench for the first time in his career, didn't enter the game until the second quarter with his squad, down 11, but he made it presence felt immediately. Wemby's first in a little over 3 minutes, the Spurs cut the deficit from 11 to 4, and when he went to the bench, Thunder went on a 14-2 run to take a 16-point lead, which was their largest of the game. Wemby came back with a little under 4 minutes remaining in that first half. Spurs went on a 13-0 run to trail by 3 at the break. San Antonio minus 23 in the 17 minutes. Wemby wasn't on the floor in the first half, plus 20 in the 7 minutes he was. Spurs rode that momentum third quarter, taking their first lead of the game. Ended the period up 1. Devin Vassell led the team with 23 points. De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle both finished with 22. But the fourth quarter was Wemby time as he scored 15 of his 22 points in the final frame. Also had 9 rebounds and 2 blocks.
That's a good pass.
It might be the best game of the year. I'm not going.
Nice little running.
It was an exciting game. I know Adam Silver happy. You see it. The Caruso.
White man can jump.
So game went down to the wire. As you can see, eventually turned into a free throw battle, but SGA was doing his thing to try to keep the Thunder heading in the right direction. And this right here, Caruso's grill, Sacre Blue. Spurs opted to intentional foul to not allow the Thunder opportunity to hit a game-tying 3. That's with the game on the line. It took 12 minutes for the final 10 seconds of the game to play out. So OKC had one last chance, final moments. Jalen Williams missed that free throw. Caruso got it. They did not call fouls. Damn. Swallowed their whistle. That was that. Spurs handed the Thunder their second loss of the season, first since November 5th. For the game, San Antonio was a minus 19 with Wemby on the bench, plus 21 with him on the court. French Phenom threw a little shade after knocking OKC out of the NBA Cup.
You know, some people are built for these moments, some aren't, but we definitely are, and it shows because it's not against anybody that we won that game. So it's just, again, I feel lucky. I'm glad we have this group because everybody buys into this and everybody is built for these moments.
Third row when you're left.
I'm just glad to be a part of something that's growing to be so beautiful and so
beautiful,
pure and ethical basketball, you know.
So Wemby, what's y'all got going on?
My bad.
It's a grown man show. What are we doing? No, I'm just kidding. Wemby clarified that statement a little bit more following this. In modern basketball, we see a lot of brands of basketball that don't offer much variety in dangers they propose to the opponents. Lots of isolation ball, sometimes kind of forced basketball. We try to propose a brand of basketball that can be described as more old school sometimes, the Spurs way as well. So it's tactically more correct basketball, in my opinion. But that's neither here nor there. Looking at this game, hey, pure and ethical.
He's talking
What do
straight.
you mean ethical?
Pure and ethical, Gil.
Playing normal basketball? So they did post-ups and then gave it to the big and did or did they guards?
You said less heavy isolation.
Or did they guards isolate all the bigs on the other team?
Pure
Did
and
Fox not ISO everybody? Did not Vassell ISO everybody? Did Castle did not ISO everyone?
pure.
It was 3 guards who did all the heavy lifting. The other 2 niggas wasn't even involved in this basketball game. And then you had Wemby. So it was 3 guards and Wemby.
Lay pure and lay ethical.
So I don't know what ethical game they was playing when he got in, but before he got in the game, it was Harrison, you sit in that corner. The other one, you sit in that corner. I'm going ISO back. That's why they was minus 23 when he was off the court, because they was playing ISO basketball, trying to ISO this team. That's what they was doing. It was 20, 20, 20, probably 0 and 3. Nobody was paying attention to the other 2 Spurs.
3 guards, 20, Vassell 23. Stephon Castle, De'Aaron Fox both had 22. Wemby had 22 off the bench, 15 in the fourth quarter. But we're going to talk about that more in a second. What statement did the Spurs make with their win over the Thunder in the NBA Cup?
They got better ISO players. They got 3 shades out there.
Oui.
What they showed was, like, we know they play hard, they don't give up, but Wemby is a difference maker, clearly. Because of his height, because of his mismatch on the offensive end. I'm sorry, but that Caruso on him, that bullshit is not going to work. because all he has to do is catch it, turn, and shoot. That's actually, he don't actually need to put the ball on the floor because, like, he just catches it, turns, he's this little, and he can shoot the ball, right? You're hoping he stays young and wants to always put the ball on the floor. But there's going to come a time where he says, hey, hold on, I am 7'6". I don't need to dribble. Let me just catch it, turn. You got it now. You got to take your hand off me, and let's shoot the ball. Like it's that easy for him because he did the same shit on Chet, and Chet is damn near the same height. You little. Okay, there we go. So it's really a difference maker in the fact that Chet couldn't even guard him or wanted to guard him. That's eye-opening.
That was the
Same.
You don't think those were tough shots?
No.
Oh, it's a
At the
tough
free throw
shot
line?
because he's putting it down. He's putting it down for that to happen.
For him to strip it.
For him to strip it. If,
Now he
if
just
he
gonna
just
learn.
turned and faced,
Yeah, he just
I
don't
know,
care.
there's no
but
strip.
he got stripped a little bit and caught him and shot it.
But once he decided to go up and shoot it, there's Caruso's not there.
He's
So-
not that, yeah, I know that.
They think because he had some success on the cola, that shit was gonna work.
Yeah.
Right? No,
I-
you can't,
He's the Euro stopper?
no, you can't do that. You can't treat everybody as a different skill set.
Yeah.
Right? Nicola needs to get to those spots. Women can just
Yeah.
turn and shoot. So, it's.
I like it.
Victor Wamba, as he's known.
Talking about.
Here in
I
the
mean, they're
league.
good. I mean, they're good. When they're healthy, they're very good. I mean, that was a big statement game for them. Only thing is they got to turn around and see him again on the 23rd and on Christmas. So they got 2 more chances at them before next year. So, it's a big test for them. If they can get them the next 2 games, that's going to be big going into next year for the Spurs.
They got to get both. Can they just get one of them?
One. But this is
Nah.
like. This is
confidence.
like. This is like really like a playoff series for them.
They gotta
If
beat
you
them
think
on
about it,
Jesus'
like they have to
birthday?
play this team.
For Spurs to get confidence, right, they got to beat them two more
Yeah.
times.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
twice.
that confidence, if they do that,
Yeah. Now you're like, okay. It wasn't.
yeah.
And the Spurs, they brung him off the bench. That's some pop shit right there. The team was gelling.
Well, I mean, missed the last 12 games with the calf strain.
He
was plus 21 too.
Again, we talked about this last week. I think you guys said this would be a tougher game for him to come back in, just
Yeah, I
throw him
wouldn't
into
have
the
picked this
fire.
game. I wouldn't have picked this game to come back to, but he did. But come off the bench part.
Yeah.
They didn't know how. This is a sign that they don't know how to manage the minutes. Right? If he's on a minute restriction, so instead of playing him at all in the first quarter, you're like, I'll just save it. Which, it came out, it worked in their favor because he had 15 in the fourth.
So he played 7 minutes second quarter, he played 5 minutes in the third quarter, and he played 9 minutes in the
Yeah.
fourth quarter, had 15 out of 22.
Yeah, so,
that fourth quarter
the
set.
fourth, right?
yeah,
But
so-
y'all don't agree? Y'all don't think it was a good move for them to just let him chill for the whole first quarter?
I said it worked out in their favor, but I've never heard of any star, the team best player, missing time and coming back and coming off the bench. I just never, I haven't heard
Only
of
the
it.
Spurs, really.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen that.
I just, if we're talking about, was it like, it worked because he didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
But in theory, he's coming off a calf strain. The one thing you don't want to do is warm him up in warm-ups
Thank you.
and then sit him for
12
25 minutes.
real
because
minutes.
It's
12
all
game
of that
minutes.
plus 12 game minutes
Absolutely.
plus times and all that. Like you're sitting him for that cat to get back cold
Yep.
for him now to come in and then rev it up.
Yeah.
So you would rather put him like on the LeBron thing. Play him the first 4 minutes, right? Because he's already warm. Then sit him to rest. Then start him up in the third.
I like the
So that was the only thing that I think about. I think about the injury and, him starting that and then going off. real fast.
warming up before the game, getting really loose.
yeah.
They concentrate
But-
on that area, getting it loose, and all that shit. Yeah, for him to go.
I liked it because he was going against the second unit when he came in. You don't want him to go against Dort right away. Let him warm up first. Shout out to what's his name, Taylor Johnson, the assistant coaches over there.
You think I know the assistant coach or the
He went to
head
Stanford, yeah,
coach?
Pac-12, Pac-10 person. You played against him. He said, "What's
You
up?"
played against him.
You know what? Fuck you, Gil. I'm not starting that today. Okay. All right.
But you got to get up to the role
We'll
players
give it
too,
up
though.
to him. Yeah.
The
Yeah,
point
who?
guard,
I don't know. Vassell got paid $100.
Vassell,
Yes,
Fox.
Vassell
They
got
was matching them
160.
guys' energy. Out there.
Vassell got 160.
Shit. It was like they all scored 20,
Yeah.
20-some points. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what you got to do to go against OKC though. You got to match their guards' energy. I mean, they was out there fouling.
Vassell.
Vassell.
Yeah.
Thank God.
What I call it?
Did they?
Vassell.
You listening to him?
Vassell.
Devin
Castle.
Vassell.
Castle gonna get
Vassell.
some bread.
Vassell.
Yeah, you listen.
B-U-H.
I told you y'all match up, man. The Midwest
Listen,
or
man.
whatever. Match up well, bro.
So, but brought Wemby in second quarter. Like I said, played him that 3 minute, a little bit over 3 minutes. They cut the deficit from 11 to 4. Put him on the bench. Thunder went on a 14-2 run, built their largest lead of the game. Put Wemby back in into the second quarter. Spurs went on a 13-0
It makes them
run.
better defensively, man. He eliminates a lot of fuck-ups and deficiencies, like all them straight lines to the rims and those different things. You're not getting that when he out there. He covers so much ground.
Yeah, and
So
they
he
matched
is
up.
he is a deterrent. That's what you call a deterrent.
Yeah,
You
they were
can't
like
put no
negative
6'3"
12 when he was
Caruso
out.
on a
Yeah.
7'6".
Defensively, I think they went down negative 12
It's
when he was out, and they was plus 20.
When he was on that floor, bro.
floor.
Hey,
Yeah.
So
shit.
They might be closer. They might be closer than we think. But-
how close do you think they are first?
but we got to see though.
It all depends on how Wemby plays offense. That's the difference. Defensively, I think from just last game to the end of the season, they can really, or just one piece away, they can really be fucking Detroit Pistons of our era, where you're talking about a team who allows nothing, no threes, no lays, no mid ranges, because Wemby can guard it all from sitting at the free throw line to in the middle of the key, depending on his 2.9 count, where he can basically guard that whole goddamn court, so he can stop a lot of stuff defensively. He just needs one more person like him. Or not like him, but
That's what I was about to say.
no, not like him, but let's say a guard form that like a nice little
power.
wing, a younger Harrison Barnes, right? A younger him that can really, stop a lot of stuff on the perimeter.
So they go
They
five.
can shut shit down offensively when he stops. And it's the younger basketball version of him.
Settling.
We know what he's going to look like at 25,
10
26.
threes a
Right?
game,
If he
11
can
threes a
think
game.
about what he's going to be later on and apply that shit today, where they have Caruso on you. You don't need to put the ball down to do a fadeaway, turn. Think about how Dirk played the game. Here, jab, knee, ha. Right, I'm not going to waste any energy. When you stop
That's
wasting
gonna have
energy,
Cause they play fast.
offensively, it'd be easy. Put you in the post, turn, face, shot. Right? Do that for a while. Right now, when they put the bigger guy on you, you dribble. Right? It's easy. You gotta play chess. Chet on you, let's work. Small guy on you, turn, face, shot. And then now you got your guards playing one-on-one because that's what they do. I mean, we seen it with the Lake Show. They was eating Austin Reeves' ass up. And then, come on over here.
But ain't that another
appreciate it,
reason
Greg.
why I
Up to
like
that.
the in-season tournament? Because it's one game elimination.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That's college feel. In the 7-game series, I don't think OKC lose, though. I don't think so. Not this year.
No, man, we'll see these next 2 games, though. I mean, 23rd and Christmas, it's some big-time games.
So 23rd, I believe, is in San Antonio. Christmas game is in Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
You saying the Spurs need to take both of those games to
Oh,
feel
yeah.
confident? Even splitting those two? Is it going?
I mean, splitting them. I mean, the first one. I mean, I think
Home, take care of home,
take care of home.
Yeah.
first and foremost. Then you worry about the next one.
Yeah, but
Yeah, and then beating the team on Christmas is.
Statement, boy.
Yeah, but that could be a letdown game for Oklahoma City too. Playing at home, you don't know, but playing on Christmas is a big
You
deal.
ever played on Christmas?
Yeah.
Is that playoff intensity? Like style?
Yeah, cause we played Boston, so it was
Okay, so that's like rival game.
yeah, we put foot the ass.
Oh, yeah, the Wizards
No,
never.
I never played. Yeah. So
That's
I'm
why I
trying
said
to figure out what the
Wizards
atmosphere. is like.
Wizards were not getting.
Hell no, they
Put on
got
the
Martin
Christmas
Luther King or something.
Man, we
I had a
didn't
couple
see, we
Christmas
wasn't even in
games.
our
got-
hometown. In Christmas.
Hanukkah.
Yeah, I had a couple
the
of
road.
them.
I was always on the road.
They had a Knicks joint.
Yeah, so that's a tougher environment. Okay, cool.
It's dope though.
Yeah, that shit
So
fun.
let's go back quickly to what Wemby said about the Spurs playing pure and ethical basketball. Do you feel like he was taking a shot at the Oklahoma City Thunder with those comments?
Oh.
confident. I think
He clarified
he
a
needs.
couple days later. But
I'm
What is
glad
the
he
clarification?
clarified. Yeah.
I read that.
Just
Gil,
get
but
to it. What was the clarification?
He said, definitely read that earlier, but he said in modern basketball, we see a lot of brands of basketball that don't offer much variety in terms of proposed to the opponent and the dangers they propose to opponents. A lot of isolation ball, sometimes kind of forced basketball. We try to
We're not
propose.
talking about them.
No, you talking about?
We try to propose a brand of basketball that can be described as more old school sometimes.
But they
The
don't
Spurs
fit
ways.
them.
You said 3.
They shoot mid-range jump shots. They poster. They don't fit the Oklahoma City Thunder. I think it's a general statement.
Are you talking about the Lakers?
But whoever, that fits them more.
Unless he was throwing a shot at just how Shea goes one-on-one, but that's exactly what they do.
And with that, he was saying by what he meant by ethical, right?
But again, that was the same style of basketball the Spurs was playing. They was playing the same exact. Unfortunately, Lou Dort can't play one-on-one because that's not what he do. He's a defensive player. Caruso don't do it. That's not what he does, right? So they got 2 guys who play one-on-one, and then you got Chet who plays. So they got 3. You guys got 4. Right? It's not like y'all playing old school basketball where we say, get your big ass in the post, right? Or we're going to do some pick and roll. We're going to switch it. They're going to throw it in the post. No, nigga, you out there tween 22.
Oh yeah. Tween.
Like you tweening and hang dribbling.
Dribbling 3.
Sham God.
Yeah. Spent the whole summer with Jamal Crawford.
We're ethical.
I like it. I mean, it sounds good.
They do.
Beautiful. It's beautiful.
No, okay, see, they make the extra pass. They play the right way, so I don't think that's shot at them. Right?
I think a lot of people are critical of
I mean, fine.
OKC's play style, particularly SGA,
You can't say nothing no more.
calling him a foul merchant, foul baiter.
Well, shit, he was into that game the other day. It was late in the game. He held up, one free throw attempt, like before halftime, like or something like that. So that don't.
Just
I'm saying. Yeah, I just don't think it's a shot at them. Where they play.
Vessel, Castle, Fox, and Wemby.
Wemby. And then Harper too.
Oh, Harper.
They all play.
It's a guard. It's basically they got literally 4 ISO
I
guards.
didn't know Vessel got paid 100.
Yeah, they got 4 ISO guards, and
Making
then they
good
got
money.
Wemby.
Making
Everybody
good
else is basically irrelevant. Now, there's gonna be a game where they're gonna play all 4 of their guards in Wemby at one point, and they just spread everybody out.
Oh, the Spurs gonna have the money to keep all them?
What the fuck are you talking about?
So you said,
Nigga,
What conversation are you having?
No, I'm just
hey, so you
saying,
said all 4 out, like how they did
four,
in,
they paid them
Orlando
160.
with the
Got
White.
paid Castle 200.
For a guard.
Got paid Fox. Got paid
I mean, they don't have to make any. At some point,
Rashard really couldn't.
Because that's how Van Gundy played it, all 4 out.
yeah, all 4 out with the White. Yeah,
with
they're
Dwight.
gonna do that. They're gonna do that at some point.
Yeah.
Nah.
The only person who's gonna be on the out is probably
Think about it. You said 4 ISO.
But think about this way.
Castle was
ISO
balling.
player.
Castle.
Yeah, they got 4 ISO.
Fox
They got
ball, you
4
gotta
people
pay
who
all.
can just manipulate their man and get a bucket. They have 4 of those,
If you pay,
It's really going to depend if
and they play defense too.
so you
it's
got
really going to depend if Wemby's Supermax eligible or not,
Thank
right? If he don't hit these game minimums,
yeah.
No,
Moving forward.
what it looks like is they have to make a decision on Vassell and Harper.
Thank you.
Because if you're keeping Fox, then you're gonna keep Harper too.
He just got drafted.
Who?
Harper.
No, that's what I'm saying.
And then
So
Castle got 1 year on him. So
Vassell is the guy who's movable.
can y'all please
But he just
call this man
Vassell?
by his
Vassell.
Don't blame me, motherfucker.
Yeah, you.
Devin. Devin. We're gonna just
You
call it
too,
Devin.
okay?
They listen
Oh,
to you.
hell no. I ain't gonna double team me.
They listen to you.
I ain't gonna
You
double
said
team
it first, he repeated it, he repeated it, so they fucking listening to you. Call this man Vessel. Vassell. Like,
It's like
no,
that
man.
game. What's that game they got? Cat.
Dog, cat, cat.
Vassell is gonna be the person out.
Austin
They'd
Reeves,
probably see if they could move him and then put Harper in the lineup, and then you
I understand that,
Castle
but
gonna get what?
his contract pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
who?
Vassell.
That's why they can get rid of Devin.
100.
Because you're not going to get rid of Fox. Fox is a real
So he's
basketball.
making 27. He's making 27 this year, 27 next year, 25 in 2027, 28.
What I'm
and then
saying is
27.
you're keeping Castle
Yeah,
for sure,
of course.
right?
Of course.
Harper, you just
Just drafted.
You just got.
Yeah.
Both of them are 6'6" defenders also. So you would like them two as your backup, your backcourt in the future. Right? So those two are off the board. They're not going to be thinking about those guys traded because those are the guys who's growing with Wemby, and those are going to be the Tim Duncan, Ginobili, Tony Parker. That's those three.
Okay. But
Now you have Devin and Fox. Those two.
They just suspended him, though.
I know. Those are the two players that can be moved. I don't need you to.
In 2 years?
Because I can get bigger.
In 2 years?
Yeah, because in 2 years, my two future guys got to get paid.
Harrison Barnes' money come off the bench.
Yeah, come off the bench.
Yeah,
his money comes off the books. This
But
season.
my two future ones and twos
Can't get rid
are
of
just this year and last year. So I don't have a lot of time.
How old is Fox? 27, 8?
Yeah, 26. Yeah, 26.
You don't want to
He's
get
still
rid of
young.
him that like.
What I'm saying is they're on the out. These two are locked in. This is my future with Wemby.
Younger, taller,
Younger, taller,
I ain't
stronger.
gonna say more.
But-
De'Aaron Fox pretty.
They can
Even
play
if they do win it, you still.
Yeah, that's what
You
I'm
have
saying.
to. You know what I'm
No
saying?
matter what?
You have to because the other two, Fox and Devin, they're both 6'4".
Man,
So
ain't
my
different.
future is 6'6", athletic. The guys in front of them right now are shorter, veterans.
So, Gil, what if a certain Greco-Nigerian becomes available via trade? If you're the Spurs, would you prioritize holding on to?
Then it's not about the future.
Castle.
Yeah, then it's not about the
I'm
future.
holding on to Castle. I'll get rid of Harper because Castle's proven more up to this point.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I give
Castle's just.
Yeah, he's proven more up to this point.
Castle's
Yeah,
just.
that's what I said. I'm not.
Man,
It's not. Then it's not about your future at that point.
Yeah,
Now
it's
you-
about the
reason
that's
why
right
he
now.
won that. He won the
You got Giannis with you and
NCAA
Wemby.
tournament championship. That boy
Give up 80
everywhere
points
out
a
there.
game.
That's what I'm saying. Now you're talking about
Back
like
to that.
your
Give up
window
83.
is from now all the way to another 7-8 years.
If
I'm not saying it'll happen just,
If
they were-
Giannis gets there,
Yeah.
their window is almost.
man, they
a year.
get young.
it is December 16th now. A lot of players are now trade eligible.
That'd be the
A lot of moves be
shit,
made
bro.
over
As
the
of
next
yesterday.
month.
They get
Yeah.
Giannis?
A lot of moves will not
That'd
be
be
made.
fake, bro.
How many Greeks?
That'd
in,
be fake as
in
fuck.
Texas?
How many what?
No,
Greek population.
Nigerian Greeks.
one.
Not that I
It'd be just Giannis.
Just-
Just Giannis.
Well, two, because you know it's a package deal.
Yeah, his brothers.
Texas does have a significant Greek population, though.
This is the nasty.
Nearly 50,000
Border
residents.
Patrol be right there waiting
where,
for
in
his
Texas?
brother.
Yeah, but it's a big ass state.
I was about to say, you said you 50,000.
They be like, Giannis, you good to come in with your brother.
It's a lot of
You
territory.
keep your ass at that border, the Border Patrol right there. Guns out.
Swag. So just looking at this Thunder Spurs rivalry, or becoming a rivalry. It's becoming a rivalry. Because that's what we're getting to. So SJ and Wemby were asked about the potential of the Thunder Spurs turning into a legit rivalry. Let's hear what they had to say.
Do you anticipate this becoming, maybe the best rivalry in the league?
Possibly. Yeah, there's a good chance. They, like you said, are young, really good.
So whoever's saying that's a
Have a
hater.
lot of talent, play the right way. They play good brand of basketball. But yeah, definitely is a possibility. I've noticed that like anything could happen in a couple years. So like, yeah, it's definitely a possibility. Not 100%, but definitely a possibility. I think we're not quite there yet, but it's
Thank you.
a good sign that people see that it's possible because it's not like we're the second seed right now. You know?
Thank you.
And I don't think anybody right now can claim to have a rivalry with them in the league. They're in their own tier. But in the future, if we can, provided that they stay just as good and we reach that level, of course it'd be great to have a rivalry, because if you're at the top and you have a rivalry, it means you're in the best positions to win titles. So I'm very interested by it.
Very interested by it.
Rivalries are made in the playoffs. I say it again. Rivalries are made in the playoffs. Regular season games are cool. Yeah, but rivalries are made when you had to play somebody multiple times, long series, and it's a dog fight, and y'all going after one another, and both of y'all are really good. Like he said, he looked forward to that, and I'm glad he was honest with his assessment of himself and his team, where they are right now. They're trending up, of course. They are young and hungry and going to get better. And the Spurs organization has proven when they have the certain players of certain caliber, what they can do with that. So yeah, I'm excited for the future what this could be, but yeah, as of now, yeah, it's still OKC is still a better team, I believe. But rivalries are made in the playoffs.
Are we witnessing what could be? I mean, they both have alluded to. They got 2 games coming up at the end of this month.
You know they play
That should
4.
be good. What?
They play 4 games. Meaning it was already pre-scheduled.
Cowbell fight.
So whoever beats them, is that what we're gonna do? So when the Blazers beat them, when the Blazers beat them, they did. Is this a rivalry? Is this
Blazers beat them, right? This is the only
Like,
loss.
is this rivalry?
Yeah.
This ain't rivalry.
Wemby versus Scoot is a rivalry. The one, like, come on, man. What was Spurs last year?
Not that
Okay.
But
Wemby was hurt.
No, what were they last? Yeah. Okay. So it wasn't a rivalry last year.
Nope.
Wemby was hurt.
Right? Are they tied or they fighting for the best record this year?
Spurs are tied with the Lakers for the third spot in
rivalries
the
don't
West.
have to be
Are
fighting.
they? So
same
are
record.
they even in the category long enough to be considered a rivalry with anyone right now? Are they even anyone? No.
You talking to you, nigga?
No, I'm
just hosting, Kenyon.
I'm just saying. I'm
You
just
asked
saying.
me
You
what-
are-
I asked questions.
You asked
Hey,
questions.
you read it 3 hours before the show started.
looking at me.
And you read it 2 hours ago.
You asked that question, shit.
Let it
Don't
be
be
a
A
rivalry.
very well articulated
NBA
question I made.
rating shit. Let it be
Elite
rivalry.
hosting, as the young kids would say.
Yeah, now, OKC don't have a rivalry.
Yeah, Gil got his ass whooped in.
Yeah, why you taking it out on
on
I'm just saying, like, anybody who beat them is it a rivalry?
Like Denver's a closer rivalry than them because they won 7 games in the playoffs last year, and so that's a.
Would you
closer-
consider that a closer?
Cooler rivalry,
Closer.
I feel like.
It's close.
This is
close.
a game.
If they meet again,
This is a game night. They meet again, they
they
go
go
down
crazy
again.
I
like
would
that.
make
Then
it a
yeah,
rivalry.
now it's like, all right,
we on.
now we got to see y'all motherfuckers.
But pushing in their NBA Cup, trying to make this thing feel bigger than what it is. I'm, you know, the way, but it's
For sure. I'm with you. He just
No, the
had
Lord's
a
Tuesday.
rivalry that no one is ever gonna get pleasure from.
Is it the pink?
Because they could never go to the championship and face it out and with the ring. They could never do that.
Yep.
Okay?
Western
They
Conference
are
Finals,
going to be
baby.
whoever. If they face each other before they get there, or they could never meet
That's hell.
and go against each other there to make it a rivalry.
Or in the NBA Cup as well.
Right? This is not Magic versus Bird.
NBA Cup.
Who was the Lakers rivalry that was in the same?
In the West.
Yeah, in the West.
Was it Denver?
Exactly.
Was it Denver?
So this is like Chicago. Is this Chicago
No, I'm
versus
talking about
Detroit?
y'all.
He's talking about then.
Is this the Chicago versus
talking
Detroit
about
Pistons?
It was at a rivalry because
I
they were in
thought
the
y'all
same
for sure
conference.
was like a battle.
Detroit and Chicago was a rivalry.
They were in the same
was?
conference.
Hell
One
yeah.
week.
Because they was trying to get over the hump.
Was
See,
it
the thing
a
is-
rivalry?
So it's just gonna be what this is right here, right?
You got to get over
So
the hump.
Detroit. So it was Boston first, then Detroit, then Chicago. So it's gonna be the same. Like you're trying to take over that team in the
Was Spurs Lakers a rivalry back then?
That's what this is gonna be.
But I'm saying it, was it actually a rivalry? If we ask,
Damn, that's
if we ask Chicago, they're gonna say it's a rivalry because they never won.
Yeah, then they was kicking the ass.
If we ask Detroit was a rivalry, they're gonna say, hell no. Like
kicking their ass.
when they got here, we was done. We was over.
Everybody was
They-
trying
it's
to
not
beat
like
Boston.
they beat through us while we were prime players.
And everybody was trying to beat Boston.
Yeah.
But
That's
can
why-
like the
that's why we
players
got them outta here.
one-on-one make it a rivalry? Like Detroit, I don't feel like that was a rivalry. That's more like Jordan versus fucking.
Detroit? It was.
It was we whooping on their little ass.
Yeah.
It was.
That's what that was.
But
It was
after
Jordan
they
versus the
left,
Bad
there was
Boys.
no more rivalry.
'Cause when you went
That's
back
what
to
I'm
back-
saying. Like, is it the players that make the rivalry?
No, it's the team. Taking it personal. You know, put it like this. This is when you know it's not a rivalry. When they whoop your ass so much that you got to create some shit called the Breakfast Club. Where
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Is it the players?
Us four, we're going to sit up every morning and we're going to lift weights together.
And fuck that team.
Because
Put
they
their
not here
pictures
in the
on the
future.
wall. Just put their picture on the
It's just
wall.
going to be us four, put their picture on the wall, we're going to gain pounds.
Fuck this nigga.
That's not considered a rivalry.
But that's what I'm
Because
saying.
Jordan didn't even know they was, they wasn't even paying attention to them.
What about player rivalries?
That's what I'm saying. That's because once Isaiah and the Bad Boys
I
left,
think it's the same position.
It was over.
Guys at guardians. Like,
that's why I
think
say,
you got-
can players make the rivalry?
So speaking of player rivalry, not necessarily a full rivalry right now, so y'all don't think Spurs Thunder rivalry, but you got Wemby versus Chet, and that goes back to days before getting into the league.
Oh, yeah.
That's a rivalry.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. It started off as a rivalry.
Yeah, U19 friends for
Right
USA.
now.
It feels a little one-sided at this point. I think Chet's been complimentary of Wemby. Wemby has been sneak dissing, throwing a little shade. So during an interview with Taylor Rooks before the game, Wemby was asked about going up against Chet, offered this response: "The MVP is on that court. He's our main focus. Anybody is hard to guard when you have to help on the MVP." And Wemby showed some extra enthusiasm during the game when Chet was at the free throw line.
Consecutive win. Let's go! It's going to be big in this game.
So that is the only time doing that?
Holmgren now 9 for 11 at the free throw.
Huh? Is that his only time doing that?
Okay, the audience.
I'm asking.
Nah, man.
The fuck y'all make a big deal about him cheering because he missed a fucking free throw for?
Because he threw shade at him before the game.
Like, shade? No, he was telling the truth.
Threw shade at him, I'm sorry.
No, he didn't. He didn't say no, because Chet is out here. No, he said because the MVP is out there, everybody else gonna get open looks because we got to double team him.
And there are previous reports that Wemby refuses to address Chet by name.
Y'all stop digging for shit.
This is
This a robbery. It's a robbery.
He could be sneak dissing like
we watched them play. Yeah, they guard each other. They're the same position, same skill set. It is going to be a rivalry. To B's point, the player rivalry. It is going to be that. They both young, same skill set, 7'3", can shoot it, handle it, block shots. This is a rival. We already know that. You ain't got to reach.
There's no reaching going on.
I get that point, but I don't think so because Chet played with the MVP, and the way and where Wemby's going in his career, I don't think Chet is ever going to be able to get those awards or ever be able to compete to be able to say, yo, this is a rivalry.
Because not the awards, but we guard each other.
But it's like
we guard each other.
But it's like to me, it's like, all right, when you say player rivalries, right? I'm thinking when I say Magic and Bird, right?
Yeah.
Michael Jordan versus everybody in the '90s. You know what you got?
Kobe T. Mac,
you know,
they do the same. They got the same skill set.
What is it? LeBron and Steph.
They got the same.
No, that was not a rivalry.
I think that is
That's a rivalry.
Same
It was
That's a rivalry.
It was LeBron versus Melo and LeBron versus KD, KD versus Melo.
See, I don't even think that was a real rivalry.
It was LeBron versus Golden State Warriors. There's never been a rivalry.
The Melo and Bron thing, I think that lasted. I think that lasted maybe 2 years, like maybe 2 or 3 years, and then after that, it was a wrap.
Yeah, it was still.
Watch them.
I think that's
those games when you're thinking about team success.
No. What I'm telling you is, go watch them two play against each other.
They guard. It's them. They both.
Go watch them. Listen, I was 6.5 years in Denver, a year and a half in New York. And
one was getting MVPs, and the other one was.
We talking about the individual matchup.
I know, but that stops the rivalry.
I think that stops the rivalry though.
Because
it was more about.
Now you want to bring trophies and shit into it. We talking about the individual. Maybe you want to move the fucking goal.
No, but that's a rivalry. How's it gonna be a rivalry if I'm getting MVP and all this, and you keep comparing somebody to me that's not even on my level?
Because they came in together.
That's cool.
LeBron has his Rookie of the Year trophy at home.
MVP.
That's what I'm saying. The man has his Rookie of the Year trophy at home.
Thought he deserved it.
Okay, stop that shit, Josiah.
His rookie. That was
Melo didn't think that. If I'm getting sports world,
you have a better team,
including Melo.
You have a better team.
LeBron had a better team than
never
Melo?
had a better team.
Coming in
going MVPs?
No,
he didn't.
No, he did not.
Never had a better team.
No, we're not doing that. Didn't Melo make the playoffs his rookie year?
Yes. That Denver team was way better than the Cleveland. That Denver team was way better than the Cleveland.
When he
which team y'all? Hold on.
That's one of the most overrated
Denver teams y'all speak of, because you motherfuckers do know that I played that, right?
No, that's fine. And I do understand, and I do know LeBron James
was better than Cleveland.
MVPs and shit like that. Once I win the MVP
we
and
talking
everything,
about the MVP.
there's no more rivalry.
Go watch the game.
You gotta go get
watch
an
the
MVP.
game.
There's no more rivalry.
Go watch the game. Now you're bringing trophies in.
Yeah. If I get an MVP and they want to talk about this rivalry, this ain't no rivalry.
Matchup.
This ain't no rivalry no more.
Go look at the numbers.
This ain't no rivalry. Go get the hardware.
Look at the numbers. When every team Bron was on, Melo was on. Go look at the numbers.
Go look at the wins. Go look at the domination. Go look at who's winning MVP every year.
Go look at
5 years to the finals. How's this a rivalry?
Sound good.
How's this a rivalry?
Sound good. That's team success.
Y'all use team success.
What do you mean? I'm the MVP of the fucking NBA. How is that team success? I'm the best nigga in the league. What are we talking about?
Let me ask you something.
It can't be a
My team sucked in Cleveland and we got to the finals.
Hold on.
And got swept.
And got the MVP.
Hold on.
And got swept.
If me and you play against each other, we're guarding each other. You average 30 and I average 30. No matter if my team is good or bad, this is our scores. If your team is number one and I'm last, and we're both playing against each other, and I'm scoring 30 every time I play you. You
Y'all
go
guard
win a
each other.
championship. We still have a rivalry, me and
No,
you.
we don't.
Because no matter how good my team is, when we play you, my shit, I come to play.
That's
we
what
don't.
you come to play in the regular season, but you
Yeah.
never come to play when it counts the most, and that's in the finals.
That's the
When you're not
year.
there, so it doesn't matter. You're not there. So this is not a
you're
rivalry.
supposed to
though.
beat
Can't be a
you.
rivalry.
This is not a rivalry. You ain't
Rivalries
there.
happen
You
in
ain't
the
there.
playoffs, right?
How this gonna be a rivalry?
Team rivalries happen in the playoffs. You're using team rivalries in the
I'm
same
not. I'm
category
using
as a player
individual.
rivalry. A player
talking about
rivalry is a player rivalry.
So Melo team wasn't better than LeBron when he first came into the league.
way
Yes.
better.
Okay.
What, his rookie?
Yes, his rookie year.
Yes.
Didn't they make the playoffs?
Yes.
Okay,
who's
so
they
what
gonna
happened?
beat?
So what
Who
happened?
are they gonna
So
beat
what
as
happened
AC?
after that? I
Who are they gonna beat as AC?
I saw LeBron James take a sorry ass Cleveland
Who's
to
they
the
gonna beat
finals.
AC?
Yes.
So let me ask you this.
Yeah,
Whoa,
we get
whoa,
it.
whoa, whoa.
So what happened?
So let me ask you,
So what happened?
what year do you speak of? What year was that?
Was that
What year was that?
03, 04.
Hold on, what year was that?
All the years.
07?
Right?
Yes.
So historically, right, you say a weak ass what team? Cleveland team, right?
Yes.
In a weak ass Eastern Conference, correct or yes? Yes or no?
Yes, the East always been.
And
yes, the
all
East
the
always
dogs,
been weak.
and
East
all
always
the
been
dogs are in the West. Yes or no?
weak. Okay.
So if this man rookie year, if he's an 8 seed, the year that you speak of, were they supposed to win that year?
No, but they got to the playoffs. They got to the playoffs. I didn't say they were supposed to win. I said they got to the playoffs. They got to the playoffs.
They were 8
They got to the playoffs.
They were 8
Did LeBron James get to the playoffs?
not that rookie year.
No. So what happened?
In a weak ass
so
Eastern
what happened?
Conference. So why didn't he? If all this
I mean,
greatness,
the East is
so why
weak.
didn't-
Everybody
so why
played in
didn't he
the
make
East.
the playoffs then?
Everybody played in the East.
why
The
didn't
East
he make
was
the
weak.
playoffs as a rookie
His
year
team
then?
was trash. He was on the
his team
same
was
team.
fighting against
Everybody was fighting against him. Didn't want him to play all this. But then again,
So
3 years
after
later
that,
after that, what?
So after that, what happened?
MVP, and then I'm going
So
to the
team
finals.
success, right?
I'm the
But
guy.
team
This is
success,
my
I'm
team.
the
LeBron James.
Yes, all that. But
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Go watch
they out
the game,
there.
Brandon.
Yeah.
Go watch the game.
I did.
Go watch. No,
I did.
Go watch.
I did watch the games.
Which games?
I did watch.
Which games?
All of them. I watched the games.
Each time Melo played Bron.
I saw LeBron. Yes.
Each time.
It was a rival. You know why it's a
Every
rival? Yes.
time?
They came in, boom, boom, boom. But after he
Every
got
time they
got
played, you
MVP,
watched
it's
Like
a wrap.
Brandon said, 2
So
years.
once he got MVP, it was a wrap.
So you watched every time they
When
played
he
against each
got
other, you watched
MVP,
those.
it was a wrap. I don't care what the numbers were.
Every time they played against each other, you watched those games.
When he got MVP, when LeBron James got MVP,
That ain't
it
what I
was
asked
a
you.
wrap.
I heard that already.
I know, so it doesn't
So
matter.
you said that shit 7
It don't
times.
matter.
So you just, I'm asking you a different question. Then.
What?
You just stated that. So you watched every game that Melo played against LeBron. You watched
damn
every
near,
game.
yeah.
Every single one of them.
Damn near.
No, that ain't what I asked.
Damn near. Damn near. I mean, damn
So
near.
that wasn't a rivalry. So when they played against each other, that wasn't a rivalry?
Yeah, in the first couple
He
years.
said for
In the first couple years, yes.
When
But
LeBron
once
was in,
I get
when
MVP,
LeBron was in
I
Miami,
don't see no
when
rivalry.
LeBron was in Miami and Melo came to town.
Look at them numbers.
Was when Melo came to town.
Look at
That's
the
still
numbers.
basketball. That ain't a rivalry.
Pull them up. Pull the numbers up.
Yeah.
All I know is at the end of the year, who was
That's
doing
like
this?
If Kobe come to
Y'all
town,
are
that's
using team success.
No, that's just the name.
And he had to go join some motherfuckers. So what are you saying?
Team success.
If he would have stayed his ass in
As
Cleveland,
the
would he
same
have done all that
as
shit?
it was a rivalry.
We
He
talking
would-
truth,
he would
right?
have cut,
Like we talking truth, right?
The
If he
truth.
would have stayed his ass in Cleveland,
That's
he
not
wouldn't
fact.
have the motherfuckers. He went down and joined another nigga's team.
The fact
Since we
is-
talking facts,
The
here.
facts is what happened.
Yeah, the facts, he
fact
took his
is what
ass to
happened.
Miami.
The facts is what happened.
Let me took his
The
ass
facts
to
is what
Miami
happened.
and joined another nigga's team.
MVP,
And then joined another nigga's team.
Finals. Let me finals.
And joined another nigga's team.
Ask the bell.
Hey, since this is before your time,
And join another nigga's team.
Let me show you the difference
You went
between
and joined another
mindsets-
nigga's team.
between mindsets, between team success, stop it, and player success. There was a guy by the name of Kobe who had 3 rings.
There we go.
Yes.
There was a dude in Orlando who was beating him in scoring. Do you think Kobe used his 3 rings to say this is not a competition? He said, fuck this team shit. This is between me and him. I'm supposed to beat him because my team is better. But that's my rival right there. That's who I'm trying to beat.
saying,
He
last
beat me in a
year-
scoring title. I want this scoring title because I don't want him to have it. That was my rivalry. Shaq, do not double. This is between me and him.
Okay.
Leave me on the island just like he's going to be left on the island. Don't help. This is one-on-one. What'd you hear Shaq say? Hey, all right, Mr. Badass, guard the motherfucker by yourself. Nobody help him. He said he can stop him. Do it. They're a rival. That is the isolate. The rings don't matter at that point. Kobe had 3. You don't use team success when it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
What? So
That's what that is.
And in this situation,
so
right
if
here-
I'm 0-20 and you're 20-0 and we come to town, I'm expecting you to stop me. Because me and you guarding each other. So if I give your ass 45,
right, during the regular season.
don't use your team record.
No, during the
don't
regular
use
season.
your team
That's
record.
fine.
Say, oh, we got the win.
Listen, you did all that.
We got
and
the win.
Because listen, at the end of the day, where are you at when it's time to go get that ring though? Where are you though? You're not in the building. I don't
Not
give a fuck.
joining another nigga's team is where I'm at.
I don't care what you
told you.
Not joining another nigga's team is where I'm at.
And then also that point that you made about Kobe.
Not going to Miami, niggas, where I'm at.
Listen, I mean, listen, that
taking
point,
my talents to
listen,
South
that point
Beach
that y'all
is
made
not where I'm
about
at.
Kobe, I'm sorry.
I ain't taking my talents
I'm
to South
LeBron
Beach.
James. I was always number one. I ain't had to deal with that shit.
Melo didn't take his talent to the best to go join another nigga that was. He didn't do that.
He got
Different mindset.
He didn't do that. No, that was later. At his peak, we talking no, that was later, right? When he was so he didn't jump ship. When
He wasn't still Melo? He wasn't still Melo when he got to New York?
He didn't jump ship out of Denver. When he didn't jump ship. Let me see. Who in the West? Who in the West can I go join? You know what? Let me go join Kobe.
Hey, listen, hold on.
Whoa.
Did he have
we
the leverage?
lose. Let me go join.
Did he
Let
have
me
the
go.
leverage?
But
Did he have the
Melo
leverage?
go join.
Did he have the leverage?
Melo go join Kobe.
Did he have the leverage?
Melo go
Did he
join
have that
Yes.
leverage?
Yes.
Thank you.
Did he have the leverage?
Free agents just leave.
Yeah.
So then do it. So then do it.
Hold on.
You can't be mad because I'm
What I'm saying is, if
Man,
he joined,
you
just
just
mellow
fact.
him. Just mellow
But he had
him.
the leverage.
But you brought it up though.
Did he have the
But you
leverage?
brought up
Yeah.
But he
right?
also
Did he have the
won
leverage?
without
You brought up
Speedway.
success. He had
Let
that
me
team
ask you a
success till he took
question.
his ass to motherfucking South Beach.
Let me ask you a question.
I've already
You
had-
take Melo.
He
You
didn't
take
have
Melo
that
by
team
himself.
success till he took his ass to South Beach, Brandon.
You take Melo by himself. In what year you won? 07?
Okay.
Put him with the Spurs. Championship.
I mean, they did win a championship already.
They put him with the Spurs. Championship.
Okay, put him with Detroit.
No, he's on the West. Put him with the Spurs. Put him on the West. Put him with Dallas. Championship. Put him with Kobe. Champion. No matter if that one single person went anywhere in the West. They won 17 games before he got there. Him by himself in the West.
Okay, put him with Portland.
Got 43 wins.
Put him with Portland. They win.
In the
Put him with
West.
Portland. Put him with Portland. Do they win?
43 wins. Are you not listening?
But you're naming.
did Dwayne-
You're naming.
Did Dwayne Wade not have a championship already when LeBron James got to motherfucking Miami?
Yeah, and then.
Did he have a championship? It's a yes or no question.
Yeah, he had one.
It's a yes or so.
Yeah.
Therefore, the other dude had more team success than you, so you go join another dude. Because you took your ass to the finals and got swept.
Yeah, I got swept. I did all I could.
So you did all you could, but you couldn't get it done. So then you go join them. So this guy didn't do that.
Okay, I mean that's his
He
fault.
had the team though.
That's his fault.
Melo.
I'm doing it.
Melo had the team. He comparing Bron and Boogie Gibson and
When y'all was over here, you, Chauncey Billups, all y'all was over there. You, Chauncey, J.R.
fucking
y'all was in the
Boogie Gibson
Western.
against
Was y'all not in the Western Conference
AI,
Finals?
Melo, Kmart,
Chauncey
all
got
these
there, yes.
Chauncey Billups. Let's stop, bro.
So what happened?
When
What
Chauncey
happened?
got there-
What happened?
Bro, you
What
niggas
happened in
not
Denver?
understand what the listen.
If that Denver team was in the East, they're number one.
Listen, these niggas are amazing.
What are you talking about?
They are.
Y'all went to the Western Conference Finals against the Lakers. Y'all went to the Western Conference against the Lakers. What happened? What happened? Y'all had a team.
If I'm telling you we wasn't good enough to win a fucking championship, I was fucking there.
I mean,
I played on the team. We had a handicap as a fucking coach, for one. Listen, no, these are facts, Brandon.
I mean, okay.
These are fucking. You know why we lost to the fucking Lakers in the West Conference Finals? Because we didn't have fucking outside out of bounds plays, nigga.
Where
Do you
they're located?
understand that? So you talking about team success and shit? That's everything was lined. So no, we played San Antonio in the playoffs, nigga. We played the Lakers in the playoffs. They got swept against San Antonio. Really good teams in the West. You put us in the Eastern Conference. Nigga, we run through the nigga. We won 50 games and was an 8 seed in the West. Yo,
y'all beat Boston? Y'all beat in Boston? Y'all beat in Boston in 08?
Listen, dog.
LeBron did
Hey, listen what I'm telling you.
Wait, how you look at
Brandon,
why you looking at me like that?
listen
You're like
at
they
this.
didn't win the championship.
Brandon, listen at this. Brandon, listen at me.
I'm asking,
Brandon.
y'all beat Boston?
Yes, they
If y'all go to the
we
East.
fucking them around.
Okay.
Brandon, listen. We won 50 games, nigga, was an 8 seed. We win 50 games in the East, nigga. What are we?
No, but that's
what are we in the East? Like, you know what I'm saying?
So what was Boston in the East? Over 50 games.
Okay, but
LeBron beat Boston.
Like y'all beat Boston though? I don't even think y'all getting out of the East beating Boston during that time.
Yeah, they beat the Lakers.
Y'all talking about
you already rabbit ass
y'all talking about 2 West niggas going east.
But I'm just saying, but he said to put us in. But what I'm saying is, you're talking about 2 West players. I'm talking about West
going
facts.
to team up with an East
Western
guy,
Conference
win the
Finals.
championship.
Western
It's not like it was
Conference.
an East team.
Yeah,
It was 2
Western Conference.
niggas getting dog walked in the West.
And they won.
Kevin Garnett, West team.
Yeah.
He couldn't do it. Let me go East. Ray Allen.
Yeah.
Ray Allen. I don't even know what my team is doing in the East, but I mean in the West. Let me go East.
Yeah.
We champions.
They
you
were.
take Melo's Denver team, put them in the West. Champions.
In the East.
In the East.
No.
What are you talking
No, you
about?
won't. They not winning.
You out of your rabbit ass mind, dog.
Just cause
You out your
Boston beat the
rabbit ass
Lakers.
mind.
Y'all didn't beat the Lakers. So you can't compare. Boston beat the Lakers.
Are y'all?
Did they? Did they not?
Yeah.
Where did
The route we had to
where
take-
the fucking players come from in Boston? 2-star players
It
from
don't
the West.
matter. But
Team
y'all
up.
had the chance
Like,
to
are y'all
do
not
that.
even realizing
You
what
a
y'all
superstar.
saying?
You have the leverage to do the same thing. It's your choice to stay
Y'all
and
are
get
not
your ass
even
whooped 90
You're not
out.
even realizing what you're saying.
No, they ain't gonna tuck tail and go join another nigga's team.
Let's try to.
Y'all don't win. You can't get mad at motherfuckers that win.
No. In the West, can somebody tell me the great Garnett? Did he ever get out the first round in the West?
No.
No.
Did you see his team?
So his team MVP. He was an
He got
MVP.
help. I say he got help.
Once.
He was an
MVP.
He was.
Once.
He had an
Nick.
MVP. So he has an MVP.
Nick.
He is.
I know.
He's the best player in the league.
He said
In
never.
the West was that hard. He goes to the East. You got Seattle. We don't even know what that sorry ass team looked like. That star went to the East, teamed up with this nigga from the West. They teamed up with the best player on the Boston to have the big 3. That team and win championship. That's who won the championship in the East. You take Melo.
Okay.
You add him with Dwight. Championship. You take Melo. You add him with Joe Johnson. Them
We don't know.
when that Hawks team was balling.
And they do what?
We don't know.
And they do what?
We don't know.
What are you talking
Man, you
about?
better go, man. Watch out.
Are y'all serious?
Stop, man.
The Hawks team who led the East.
Man.
The East.
Stop.
All right.
Please stop.
All right, man. All right.
That team
Yeah.
that led the East.
All right, bro.
You see what Kawhi did in the East? The nigga won the championship like that.
He did it in the West, too.
He won the championship on a bad leg.
And he did it in the West.
He won it. No, he had good legs in the West.
But he did it in the West,
He was walking.
Like you right now, right?
The whole, yeah.
And that's still just walking normally.
That's that Kawhi. Kawhi won his championship and said, I'm out.
Is it the pink?
I don't even Toronto made the playoffs ever
Is it
since.
the pink?
Yes, they have.
well, let's-
Yes, they have.
Let's keep this thing moving.
But to get back to the point,
yes.
the reason Wemby
the pink.
and Chet
You gotta be
won't be
over.
is not a rivalry right now is because one is a number 1 option,
Yeah.
and that number 1 option is saying
Yeah.
we not comparable because he's a 3rd option.
Yeah. Facts.
They have an MVP over there. If I win MVP, it's me.
Yeah.
He gets free basketball. Those 17 points he got, nobody's guarding him. That's what he was saying.
Not a primary option.
That's what he was saying.
Let's keep this thing moving.
Fact.
But Chet could
If
be-
you struggle with
Chet could be a
last-minute
number 1.
holiday shopping like me, you know how hard it can be to find the perfect present for your loved ones. Luckily, Aura Frames gave me the solution for the ultimate personalized gift. We actually have an Aura Frame here in the studio filled with some of our best moments from over the years. Just download the Aura app and connect to Wi-Fi. You can preload photos before it ships. Keep adding from anywhere, anytime. You can't wrap togetherness, but you can frame it. For a limited time, save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames, named #1 by Wirecutter, by using promo code ARENA at checkout. That's auraframes.com, promo code ARENA. This deal is exclusive to listeners and frames sell out fast, so order yours now to get it in time for the holidays. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. So in the
Hold on. Like, your niggas are amazing, bro.
thank you.
Like,
I feel that
to
way.
argue with a nigga that was on the team, like, that's impressive. That's an impressive skill set. I want y'all to know that, right? To really when I'm like,
Bayless
That's
do
Kawhi.
that.
That's Kawhi. That's that Rashad shit. They done joined that Rashad. You sit in that seat.
Hey, what's that seat?
It's that seat. Motherfucker get delusional. I'm waiting for the prop.
I'm not even saying. I can't even say. Yeah, I'm just sitting here. Go ahead, y'all.
Bring out the cookie sheets in the dryers. I'm over here washing niggas. Just
All right, y'all. All right, I'm all right now. All right, I'm coming this back. All right.
So
By the way, man, I am not a Melo hater. We were just having a discussion. Bro. I love Melo, dog. I think Melo's one of the greats.
On the subject of rivalries and beef,
Absolutely.
subject of rivalries and beef, Lakers and Suns were back in action Sunday after both teams were eliminated in the NBA Cup quarterfinals. Ken, you will appreciate this segment.
I remember when you looked like
We need your expertise for this one.
he used to look like this too. A year ago, he was like this before his Olympics dropped. He was just like this on every podcast. He's in a motherfucker. Give it a ring.
Lakers and Suns met in Phoenix Sunday. Phoenix still without Jalen Green, who hasn't played since November 8th while dealing with the hamstring strain. LA was without Austin Reeves.
You know the funniest part, like while we still joking, he's still trying to
I'm trying to do my job.
They need to paint
We
this.
trying to get fired, man.
Oh, yeah, I love being employed. I love my job. I love underdog.
Fuck your couch, man.
I love this couch.
Paint this shit light.
God is gracious.
Put a hat on.
My God is an awesome God.
God.
See, Swaggy?
I had to.
But now we got it. But I know I haven't taken shots at you lately, so I will be at the Blueface fight in the Blueface section.
I told you.
Throwing up Chris.
Hey, Nick, you can't get beat up, bro, and come back here. I just want you to know.
You cannot go back up here.
Listen, dog, you get beat up.
Get him, Cub.
Hey, I'm going to be front row heckling the shit out you, just so you know.
You hear all that shit in the ring, too.
Gil's Arena will be in the
He can't quit.
What are you talking about?
You can't quit.
Is it the pink today? What's up? You
can't quit.
Gangster with
The
pink
Gil's
on, you
Arena
gotta,
battle
like,
motion.
be
Can't quit.
crazy. You got to show you not like.
You can't quit.
So like we don't.
That's the only thing. You got to go every round. If you go every round, you won. That's a win for us.
Just make it through.
Just don't
See, look at him. He already
just don't dye your shit blonde again.
Let's just talk about the inch for inch. Let's go inch for inch.
You lost when you did that.
So
Now, I was like this.
Like-
I was Gil.
You was chunky as shit.
Yeah, I was chunky.
Chunky with blonde hair, that was a bad
He
look.
had that though.
I was going through, I was going through a phase.
Got tired.
I was going
Suns,
through a phase.
Lakers.
Yeah, I was retired, just hit.
When those ropes did that shit right there.
I said, damn, we got 3 more rounds to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is a struggle to host sometimes. If you were someone you know, we're interested in this position, please reach out to me. So you can deal with all these shenanigans. But LA was without Austin Reeves, sidelined for at least a week with a mild calf strain. Purple and Gold were looking for revenge after the Suns smacked them at home a few weeks ago.
Lakers still play?
Dillon Brooks had 33 points in that game. Continuing to poke the bear, that is LeBron James. After that game, Brooks was talking big shit, saying he doesn't bow down to LeBron and knows how to aggravate him. The bear poking got turned up to another level in this one, but LeBron and the Lakers got the last laugh. We pick up the action in the second half of this particular basketball game. Luka snapped a streak of 9 straight 30-point games. He did finish with a game-high 29 on 7 of 25 shooting, along with 6 assists and 6 turnovers. LeBron added 26 points, going 8 for 17 from the field, 9 for 14 from the line, but also had a game-high 8 turnovers, including 5 in the first quarter. DeAndre Ayton, 20 and 13 boards, and Jackson Hayes did that.
What's that?
DeAndre Ayton was 10 of 11 from the field. DeAndre Ayton and Vando, very, very important in this particular game. So Lakers went on a 24-0 run to end the third quarter, start the fourth quarter, led by as much as 20 with under 8 minutes remaining. Then that play from Marcus Smart happened. For everybody who was watching the game, you knew when that play happened, some shit was about to go down.
Nah, bro.
The Suns made things interesting, battling all the way back with a 35-14 run of their own as the Purple and Gold looked poised to trick this one off, which they nearly did. 6 Suns players scored in double figures, led by Devin Booker at 27 and 7.
Oh, man.
Yes.
Marcus Smart.
Mark Williams, 20. Dillon Brooks, 18. So, yes, Marcus Smart tried to go, got a shot blocked. Booker missed it, got his rebound, hit Dillon Brooks. Brooks was whistled for a tech after that, which we'll have more on in a second. LeBron took the tech, missed the free throw, then got fouled on that 3-point attempt, knocked down 2 of those 3 free throws. Then came up with the game-saving defensive play. Lakers went on to get the 2-point win.
Wow.
It was a win. Lakers improved to 9-0 in clutch games, 7-0 following a loss this season. Obviously, the story of this game, though, was the beef between Dillon Brooks and LeBron, who were going at each other all night long. We have all that video here for you guys to see. It started very early.
LeBron, like,
Look at
him.
that's like his little brother. Flop. He's talking about Flop.
Various instances of pushing, shoving, trash talk, head touching the crown of the head, as you know. Most men do not like to be touched on the crown of the head.
Hit that ball spot.
Hitting the ball spot. Some minor skirmishes. Yeah.
They didn't call
Did my ball head give away? Oh, this play right here with Dillon Brooks slapping the ball off with Bron. The two got into it. Bron appeared to make contact with the ref, was merely telling him to do something.
Chill out with that shit, man. Right?
The watch came.
Yeah.
It was
I'm
going
gonna
down.
show you now. You wanna play? Come on, let me show you something, young fella.
The YNs versus the Unks.
Bring your ass over here. I'll show you a thing or two. Come here, motherfucker.
Sorry, bro.
Look, I'm gonna show you something.
Boom, here you go. See it right there. It was a lot. Very entertaining basketball game, though.
Kind of like you in practice, bro. On everything.
Then obviously Brooks hit
Like
that
the
three,
Wolverine, bro.
put the Suns up one, got into LeBron's grill, ended up getting a tech for unsportsmanlike contact on that particular play, setting up the technical foul.
Why he keep trying to act? That shit funny, dog.
Only time we
So-
talk about.
As soon as somebody grab him,
If you're gonna go over
let me
there,
get over there. Let me get over there. Let me at like Scrappy Doo. Right? Like the old cartoon, Scooby Scrappy Doo. He holding him back. Let me at him. Let me at him.
So after the game, Bron had this to say about his ongoing beef with Brooks
You talking about?
and Brooks' tech to help the Lakers get the win.
I just like to compete. He's gonna compete. I'm gonna compete. We're gonna get up in each other's face. Try not to go borderline with it. You know, I don't really take it there, but we just compete. You know, and did that almost all the way to the end of the game.
12.2 seconds left after he hit the go-ahead three. He goes chest to chest with you. How aware were you in that moment of the fact that he already had technical foul in order to perhaps make sure the refs saw what just occurred?
Well, it didn't matter if he had one already or not. That's definitely a tech. If it was a tech on me in the first half, then it was a tech on him right there. So.
Shout out Dave McMenamin for capturing that video in the locker room. For what it's worth, Dillon Brooks wasn't in the Suns locker room for media availability after the game.
That's the shit.
So, is the Dillon Brooks versus LeBron beef good for the league or going too far? It's enjoyable.
You know, okay, I like Dillon Brooks this year because he don't need. It seemed like before we only knew him for antics, right? It was the antics, and that's it, right? He didn't really put many points, but the fact that he is playing like a number 2, sometimes number 1, better than a number 3 option. Like he's really actually playing basketball this year, and he's bringing the same head games, and it's not actually distracting him. Most people who play like this, they're distracted on the other end, right? Obviously, he got himself kicked out. I don't know personally if I'm the referee, if I'm gonna kick him out of the game, because this is what they've been doing the whole game. They've been doing all of this, and my job is to make sure it don't lead to a fight, which if they've been doing it all game, that's not what this is, right? This is you score, I score, you. So I'm not going to intervene, and I wouldn't have kicked Dillon Brooks out for this game, but I personally like it because I think that what Dillon brings to the table is a lot more than he did before when he got famous for it. So it's like now he is a better offensive player, and now he's making you watch it.
Yeah, averaging a career high field goal percentage as well. Okay. But we've talked about this before with the Dillon Brooks-LeBron situation. I remember back when the Lakers eliminated the Grizzlies for the playoffs, leaving the game, not talking to the media, obviously helped cost his team the game. I'm not going to say it was the sole reason that they lost this game.
I can't.
But also put them ahead after they were down 20.
I can't blame him personally for that technical, because if you get called for it, yes, all right, you got called for it, but you always play. Like this is like when two big men are battling the post, they look at you and say, "Yo, let us play," right? So between them two, let us play. Don't stop reffing us. We got this. We have something to prove. We decided together we're going to just sit here and thug it out. That means referees stay out of the business. They establish from the beginning what this game is going to be like. As a ref, stay out of their business. Just don't make sure you don't lead to no punches. But obviously, it wouldn't have led to no punches because one, Bron is not going to punch him, and Dillon is not going to punch Bron. Like Dillon is not that guy. He's not going to sit here and punch or sucker punch nobody. He's just messing with you.
Yeah, he's
he's
trolling on the floor.
He's poking.
He's trolling the dude, man.
He's good. He's good at what he does, and I actually I like it.
He ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah, I like it. I mean,
he makes the game entertaining.
He's a valuable piece.
He's perfected that. That being a nuisance, being a pest. He's perfected that. Now he's getting an opportunity not to have to be number 3 on the team, When he was in Memphis, he was the fourth option behind Bain, Jaren Jackson, and Jai. Go to Houston last year, he's third option. Now he's getting an opportunity to play basketball freely and putting the time in the lab. He's getting to display it. Yeah, so he's making a name for himself, other than the antics. So you got to respect it. Like I said, I ain't with the antics and shit, but it works for him, right? It works for him. It gets other people involved that maybe off your game at times.
Yeah.
But you're doing it to a guy in LeBron who is not gonna get flustered easy. I don't think he's been.
So, but seeing LeBron get flustered in that game.
That's a show. Live in Hollywood. It's a show. Like he waits till somebody get right in between and act like you trying to go get him. Like that's.
Man.
Like if don't nobody know the reference that I use, there's a bunch of young people that watch the show. The old Scooby-Doo cartoon, it had a little puppy named Scrappy. Scrappy used to wait till somebody had their hand on his forehead. Let me at him. I got him. Let me at him. Like that's all that shit is, man. So
shout out to Scrappy.
Do you think Dillon Brooks' environment is different from coming from Memphis?
He ain't shit but a new age Ruben Patterson. I'm tired of this fucking Kobe stopper shit. Man.
Now this one's more
Swaggy.
I think he has more of a voice.
This damn Kobe stopper, Ruben Patterson,
I think he has
2.0 Lance Stevenson shit.
You ain't gonna disrespect my Cincinnati Bearcat brother like that. I can tell you that shit.
Got us.
I'm talking about.
Man.
Well, nobody stopped Kobe. We knew that shit.
Yeah, Kobe stopped and he wanna.
He has more of a voice now.
But you gotta see when you do the antics, you gotta stay. If they would have won, he would have stayed in the locker room.
Well, after he dropped 33 and they beat the Lakers and Staples, he stayed, gave a great interview.
You gotta be all the way with it. You gotta stay, talk some more shit. It's all right.
But I think it's what we say previously about Dillon Brooks. If you're going to stand on business, you got to stand on it. Right? You can't be.
No, if you get kicked out of the game, you don't want to have nothing to say.
Yeah, I don't. And that's what I said. I don't.
We've been doing, like to Gil's point, we've been doing this all game.
Yeah.
And for you to kick me out and the other guy don't get kicked out, it's like, I don't. So.
Yeah, I don't
So
like.
you understand it in that situation.
Like him staying out there, like I wouldn't even expect, like, because he got kicked off, the frustration is different. The mentality is different. Because it's not like he left because he had 2 points or 3 points.
Okay.
He balled.
You still gotta talk to the people.
He balled. He balled out. He left. No, by the time that game was over, he left.
If they would have won, he'd have been there.
Oh no! If he would have won, but that's what I'm saying. If he would have won, he was saying that motherfucker. He would have been all in the hallway.
He would have been there like, motherfucker.
Yeah, he'd have been in the hallway. Just,
y'all ready for me? Y'all ready for me?
But I
got a show for y'all now.
No, but I can't. I'm not gonna penalize.
It's not the first time doing it, so I'm not surprised.
But I'm not gonna penalize him from not being there because he did get kicked out and removed from the game.
It's not his first time.
If it was his first,
but I'm saying it's not like he had a bad game and he's not showing up because of his bad performance.
Okay.
He had a great performance. The ref removed him from the game.
But
so when he got kicked out, he's up.
He did get fouled too.
What I'm saying,
he did get fouled.
When I got kicked out, I'm up.
Clean play.
That was a foul.
Clean play.
And the new rules,
very well officiated game.
Joe, with the new rules?
That was a foul.
Kenyon, I'm never one to undermine the
With the new
NBA.
rules, though.
Nah,
That's not a foul?
It looked like
Which one?
When he hit with the boom, he hit him with
LeBron hit him when he shot the three. With the new
Boom,
rules,
and
that's
was
supposed
in
to
the
be a foul,
landing
right? With the new rules, okay.
But Brooks cost himself the opportunity to do some elite trolling, right? You go up, odds are the way the Lakers are playing, they would have tricked that game off.
It all came back from that pass. They came back.
I'm not going to say he's the reason he lost the game. Obviously, Bron got fouled by Devin Booker shooting a three.
That's a foul.
That's a foul.
That was a foul.
You thought it was a foul?
But I'm going to shit when he was getting ready to shoot.
That's a foul, for sure.
Absolutely was a foul.
Should have been.
But you do all that, obviously, talking cash in last game, come back this game,
Let him catch
playing very well, go ahead three,
Tested it.
in LeBron's grill, and then you trick that all off.
Touched him, though.
He didn't trick it off.
Yeah, it's just,
All you had to do was run to the
gotta be
bench.
smarter.
He was so excited.
He
wanted to talk so much shit at
You gotta be
can't
smarter.
judge this as a normal game because just like last game, busting his ass. This game, busting his ass while fighting all game. I just hit it in your face. You right there. Lock up. Like it's the
referee do they overreact.
That's what I said. It's the animation in real time. I can't penalize him for that.
Because LeBron didn't even react at first until the ref ran away, right? That's like
Bron did have 26 in the game, though.
I know that, but what I'm saying is it's not that. That one is a separate entity because both was playing well, both was going back and forth, right? Y'all went up. Me just hit the shot to go up. and I'm yelling, got a little too close,
Calm your ass down.
right? And the ref caught me. That's it.
Too happy.
Yeah, I'm too happy.
He's excited.
Think about it. I'm too happy.
Yeah, if he wouldn't.
You're kicking me out for being too happy.
Yeah, you jumping at somebody else though. You talking shit. Keep that for 24.
That's what makes the game enjoyable, though.
But
all of it.
If you do all that, that's
all of this.
But don't touch me. But don't touch me.
I didn't mean to touch everybody. Took everybody celebrating did that one. Yeah, you LeBron. Hey, shit, gangster. You fucking LeBron James. I should be able to touch you.
Hey, that'd be gangster. That nigga did everybody celebration at once. Right.
Grenade, bazooka.
You can do that. That's not tech,
Nigga, throw it out this.
Just shoot the arrow at his ass. Shit.
Rock the baby, do the rush shit, then rock him. Boom. You get it off. Rock him to the sleep, rock him to this.
Tick, tick.
So we asked the chat, is the LeBron versus Dillon Brooks beef going too far? 76% of the chat said, hell no, we want more.
Yeah, we want more.
Do that pass top my turnaround three? That pass he did.
It made my Sunday night enjoyable.
Shit, right?
It makes you look forward to this.
Come on, man. That pass right there tops this shit.
No, that don't.
No. That pass on the fast break by yourself and you just throw it like that?
No.
They made a comeback off of it.
Nick,
Facts.
that's up there with JaVale trying to jump over the free throw line.
So that's
Yours, yeah.
Hell no.
Wait, what was
that's
yours,
the
Nick?
Michael Ruffin joint.
No.
Nick, what was yours?
That's the Michael Ruffin got the. That's that shit.
Yeah.
You up there with Michael Ruffin? Throwing the ball in there. That David him.
Was y'all up by a lot?
Michael Ruffin throwing the ball in there.
But y'all won though, right?
We won. And I just hit 3
See, but he did that, and they was up 20, and they came.
It was a catalyst for a series of events.
That pass was like,
why?
First of all, it's one. I guess
you can't explain that.
No, I know what he was thinking. I know what he was thinking.
There's no justifying.
I know what he was thinking.
Why?
He thought the defense actually gave a fuck about him. Right? Like, I'm not going to go past you, try to block your shot. So you just passed it right to me. It's Van, though. Nigga, what are you going to do? He about to windmill. This ain't Jeff Green. Like,
thank you. That's what I'm saying.
Like, think about it.
No,
if this was LeBron James or somebody, he's throwing it off the backboard or throwing it up. He literally was just saying, I'm going to give up my layup for your layup.
He got blocked after he tried to make up for it and got blocked. Nah, hell no.
That was worse.
Yeah, show that.
He jumped on the free throw line
Oh my God!
with a layup.
That shit out of here.
They didn't even block. They didn't even jump.
Nah, they lost the game. If they'd have lost that game, oh my God.
Watching that play in real time was like, oh, this is done.
Yeah, it's over.
What's going on? What is going on right now?
You ever play against a little kid, right, who's going in for the layup, and you just sitting there like, that was him. Like, he coming in, grinding it all up. Like, you can't just.
After that pass, you know you don't want to
stop picking on him. He gotta learn.
But as a coach, do you take him out right after that pass?
Hell yeah.
I'm taking him off at the layup. What was you thinking? Like, he going in there with the big boys.
Wide open layup.
And the fact that the defender wasn't even going to block it.
Please show it one more time. Please.
Like
the layup, which one?
Both, motherfucker.
Just look at the layup.
The whole forecourt.
The layup look like when you playing against little kids, man, and they coming in there thinking about the score, and you just sitting there just.
You push the wrong button. You push the wrong button on 2K. Nigga, pass. Nigga said, shit, I meant to press X. My bad.
Hell yeah, that's how you being mad.
For real, man. That is. That's up there with JaVale, free throw. And throwing it at the backboard. Think about that.
So we asked the chat an interesting question, Swaggy, involving yourself. What's worse, Marcus Smart's pass or Swaggy's early celebration? Hold on. Boop, let me put my vote in. 54% said your early celebration. I was one of that 54%. You had jokes on that. No, I'm just kidding.
But
no, I mean, look, if he would have made the pass to the D-Wade, then we got a problem.
Just ran down the whole sideline. Just
take the picture. Right now, if he'd have did one of those, then
yeah.
All right, well, let's keep this thing moving. One last thing to talk about before we shut down for the day. But first, today's podcast is sponsored by Row. Women find confidence sexy, and they can sense it. So don't let your worries about staying hard in the bedroom get in the way. Luckily, Row is here to help. Row Sparks are a 2-in-1 prescription treatment for guys who want more control over their erections. They hit the bloodstream faster because they dissolve under the tongue, and getting hard faster means having more sex after they dissolve. They work in 15 minutes on average.
You about to talk about Brunson.
Bro stays active in your system up to 36 hours. You can go back to back to back or be ready the morning after. Ro connects guys with a medical provider 100% online, so there's no awkward conversation with in-person providers. If approved, treatment ships directly to their door if prescribed. New sexual health patients get $15 off their first Sparks order on a recurring plan. Connect with a provider at ro.co/arena to find out if prescription Ro Sparks are right for you. That's ro.co/arena for $15 off your first order. Sparks is a compounded drug product. Compounded drugs are permitted to be prescribed under federal law, but are not FDA approved and do not undergo FDA safety, effectiveness, or manufacturing review. For full safety information, go to ro.co/safety info. Kenyon, I did send Ro your notes about clapping cheeks and making this more authentic and organic.
Clapping.
To Gil's Arena, still waiting for a response.
Well, all you got to do is. Did
they give you that?
No, that's his shit. But
I did not write that.
But that's the problem.
Because they sponsored me, and I don't got to do all that.
Yeah, because you put
you are Gilbert J.
I just
you hit the high points, right?
I just get to talk it, pop it,
show them how it works. Tell them where to go get it at, right? So hey,
I got to show them how it works.
Hey, so what's the key words, right? Where to go get it at? Where to go get it at and how it works?
He the host.
He the host.
He's selling it. You gotta sell that.
No, he not. No, that's
okay, the chat actually buys Ro Sparks because of that promo.
No. If you want to sell it, you got to do it with your shirt off, baby oil on.
Nah.
And take it, and get in the mirror.
I have silver dollar size nipples, Gil.
No, Joe. Then you got to have a robe on. You got to have the robe on, and then they got to be sticking out of the robe so they know you took it.
Yeah, that's TMI, Josiah.
Silver dollar.
And you ain't got to say, you just got to look.
You already got the great sweats on.
All you got to do is
Roll.co. From here on out, right?
I will have you talk to the folks at Ro Sparks.
Just tee it up.
I will have you talk to the folks at Ro Sparks.
Hey, this episode is brought to you by Ro, and we'll do the rest. And then you can just tell them where to get it from.
Ro will make it grow.
Let's meet.
Right? All you got to do is tee it up. This episode is brought to you by Ro, and we'll let you finish it. Right? You can.
Okay, I can do the.
You can do the word www shit.
www.ro.co
or con.com, wherever you want it.
/arena. ro.co.
You can do all that. Anything in between that. We got to give the people something different, Joe. God damn.
Chad, would you like something different, or will you buy Ro Sparks based on that read? Can we put a poll up? But while we do, let's get to our last topic. Magic and Knicks met for the 4th time this season. This one for a chance to advance to the NBA Cup title game. It's the 4th time. Magic had won 2 of the previous 3 meetings, with the Knicks taking the last one at home on December 7th in a game that included a questionable moment with Desmond Bane firing a ball off of OG Anunoby's back. We did talk about that here in Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. So New York evened the series behind another dominant performance from their captain. Let's take a look at the highlights if we can, please. So Jalen Brunson put the Knicks on his back, dropping a season-high 40 points, along with 8 assists, 4 rebounds in his 39 minutes of action. Brunson's 88th game, scoring 30 or more with the Knicks, moving him to 3rd all-time in franchise history behind Melo and Patrick Ewing. Big Bodega added 29 and 8 boards, and OG Anunoby had 24 points on 8 of 13 shooting. So on the Magic side of things, Jalen Suggs scored 25 of the 26 points in the first half for the Magic before leaving in the 4th quarter with a sore left hip. Paolo Banchero, also known as Paolo P. Carroll, here in Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog, added 25 points.
Oh, my God.
And Desmond Bane had 18, but went scoreless in the 4th quarter. Look at Jalen Brunson, inch for inch.
I didn't know they had a white person on the Knicks.
What?
Where'd he come from?
Pound for pound, inch for inch, however you want to slice it.
Hey.
It was a tight game for most of this one, with 11 lead changes, 10 ties, but then the Knicks went on a 10-2 run to close out the 3rd quarter. We're in control the rest of the way. Shout out to the Big Bodega right there. Thought it was a 2.
That boy nice right there.
Oh,
that boy
look at
nice.
Jalen Brunson out here doing it.
Man. ISO. Oh, shit. ISO.
Man down. All the Amberland, but Knicks have won.
Damn.
5 straight games, 9 of their last 10. Now have a chance to take home NBA Cup title.
He's so mad.
We have Gerald McCoy here in the arena.
Cat so man.
Sharing a moment with Swaggy. No cat impersonation today, so we got some feedback. They're not feeling it. No, I'm just kidding. After the game, Josh Hart had some high praise for the biggest little man on the Knicks roster.
Josh, I want to ask you this because I think you would answer honestly. When you factor in his height and not the most athletic,
Jesus,
you've said it. You've said it.
You didn't have to say it though.
How many guys in the NBA do you think score the basketball better than he does?
Probably not many. He's barely 6 foot guard.
This is your fault.
Not physically impressive. Not athletic, but he's able to manipulate. Defense. Obviously, big head, so he has a big brain. He's able to, figure out those angles and find himself in positions to be successful. So, inch for inch, I think he's probably the best one.
Inch for inch, he's probably the best one. Inch for inch.
Last question in the back there.
They said he was trolling.
Yes, inch for inch. Brunson averaging close to 29 points per game this season. Good for 7th in the league. Finished in the top 8 in scoring each of the last 2 seasons. With some other guys in the mix, Tyrese Maxey, Donovan Mitchell, both listed at 6'2" as well. We know Brunson not 6'2".
No, he's 6'2".
You think he's 6'2"? Yeah?
With his shoes on.
Brunson?
With his shoes on. I think he was 6 foot. He was 6 foot, 6'2" with his shoes on. Maxey is 6'2" without his shoes, 6'4" with his shoes.
Okay, so just depending on if you're going the shoes on, shoes off.
Play basketball in shoes.
Yeah, so basically 6'2" versus 6'4".
And you play football in cleats.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But it all depends on how it
going on.
But I'm dependent on how it's registered. Like,
so which one are we going? Shoes or no shoes? What should be the official?
it doesn't. What I'm saying is one is still two inches different.
Gerald, do they measure our shoes or no? When you go to the combine,
He's trying to shut you up. And you play football in cleats.
but when you put the cleats on,
And you play football.
Okay,
the double wide.
Okay, so you said 6'2". Brunson is 6 foot.
Leave him
6 foot
alone.
with no shoes.
Leave
6'2" with
him
shoes.
alone.
Maxey is 6'4".
Okay.
So don't say Maxey 6'2" because that's his shoes.
But that's what he's listed as. So I'll
I'm just
take that up with the National Basketball Association.
You play football in cleats.
No, I'm saying, so if you're gonna use his shoes, then use everybody's shoes. Now ask your question.
So you agree with Josh Hart saying that inch for inch, Brunson is the best offensive player in the league?
And Josh Hart.
Offensive player, inch for inch, averaging 28 at 6'2".
Man, 6 feet. God damn.
Yeah.
5'11" probably.
Yeah. I mean,
For his height, yeah. I mean,
huh?
He's like he's small.
Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas not in the league.
He say he's like.
No.
I said like I said.
IT, the scoring IT, yeah.
Inch for inch.
It'll be him or Donovan. When did Donovan Mitchell come in?
Donovan Mitchell.
What year?
Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, when did Donovan Mitchell come in?
Donovan Mitchell like 6.
Donovan Mitchell also listed at 6'2".
That's what I said.
I think 2017, I believe he came to the league.
2017. See, I can look.
That's without his shoes though.
That's why I said I can look.
Yeah, he entered the league 2017.
Draft.
Kevin Hart. I mean, what's his Josh Hart?
It'll be.
But I think
Josh Hart.
Spider more athletically gifted than Brunson, we would say.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, athletic, yeah.
Josh Hart had that drug dealer.
Tyrese Maxey probably more athletically gifted than Brunson.
We're not in the same category.
They had that black leather on, boy. In New York, the streets of New York with the black leather. He had some Timbs on. For sure, a drug dealer outfit. That's,
ladies and gentlemen, this is.
nah, I'm giving it to Brunson. I think he could create in multiple ways for his height. He post up guards that's bigger than him, strong, low to the ground, gravity. And he can score in multiple ways. He ain't got the athletics in him but he know how to do trick shots. He know how to use it like Luka for his height. So
inch for inch.
Inch for inch, I think so. Okay. Right now, he got the littlest inch in the league. He's number one. He know how to use his inch.
You said he was in the 2017 draft?
Donovan Mitchell.
They don't have him here on the combine.
Oh, you trying to look up his combine statistics? Let's you on this side, Mr. B. Agree with Josh Hart saying that inch for inch, Jalen Brunson, best offensive player in the league, right?
Yep, got it.
I mean, I guess.
I give it to
He can score. I mean, he's
give it
a
to Brunson.
three-level scorer.
Yeah, that's a
Mitchell's 6'3.5" with his shoes on.
So you give it to Brunson?
Brunson. So it'd be between them
He
two
can
because
score.
they're both little, but
He can score.
like you know, what's so funny? Those three is technically trying to fight for pound with Allen Iverson. You know, when we talk about height in your scoring, you know, you talk about Iverson's probably number one in history. So it'd be Allen, Donovan, for the longevity of Donovan, Brunson. I don't know who else would be in that. Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, a little IT.
Nigga, I'm going
not
Earl Boykins, nigga.
Yeah, I mean,
That's fair.
Pound for pound.
Earl Boykins.
Oh, shit. No.
yeah, that's what we used to pound for pound. It was so funny.
shit.
Pound for pound, he was the strongest in it.
I'm about to say shit. I'm not fighting. I mean, shit. I played with him.
like 6'4", I thought.
He can score.
They got him at
He can score that
6'3.5".
motherfucker anywhere.
Taller than,
No, he's 6'3.5".
and he looked taller than Brunson.
Yeah, he's 6'3". Like Brunson's compact. Like,
Yeah.
But you're talking about all of his attributes. One thing that I don't understand is why they always have someone that's under 6'6" on them. Those heights don't work on him. You can literally put someone 6'9" and above because he's not quick or fast, right?
Be
So
disciplined, man.
you're giving him angles that if you're stubby with him and that doesn't bother him. Like you treat him like a 7-footer at his position. He has the angles. He knows his leg. He knows he's up and up. Like even with like Earl Boykins.
Who would you put on him?
I couldn't guard Earl Boykins.
If you
got to put someone that's 6'9", guard him.
pass on him if you're the Spurs?
No.
Who you put on him?
You better guard. I wouldn't put nobody that's. If you're going to be 6'8", you're going to be.
Who they, who they got?
Unless you got like
Spurs?
Yeah, who the Spurs?
Vassell, what's the
I don't even know if I put Vassell on him. I'm putting Harrison Bars on him.
Man,
Long arms.
stop.
What are you gonna do? He gonna burn by him? No.
That's Barnes 6'8".
Slow though, bro. Stop.
But Brunson's slow.
Yeah, Brunson is slow.
You just got to be disciplined and
No,
not
he's
give
not
him
quick.
angles.
He's not quick at all. No, he don't got. No, it's all. It's all this movement. It ain't
jerk though.
No, he don't.
You know how to jerk his inch.
He's 6'6".
All right, well,
Yeah, so like
on that note,
So like that's
Jalen Williams,
yeah. Jalen Williams, yeah.
Pascal, that's what I'm going.
guys like
Barnes, Ingram, those are the players that I would be
put a
putting on
bigger
him.
like those type of guys. Yes, you have a chance.
I'm not-
Anybody.
I'm not putting a guard on him.
Because he's been at height forever. He's perfected how to score.
Yes.
Against somebody his own. So you put you have to.
But
You put a point guard on him, you're going to abuse him.
Who does
Put a
Spurs
two guard,
have
you're going to abuse him.
He abusing all 1s and 2s for sure. No.
we will find out tonight in the NBA Cup championship. But that is our time here for today.
Is he active still?
So appreciate everybody on this couch. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Make sure you stick around for an episode. All new episode of the Arena Gridiron coming up next. This has been another episode of Gil's Arena presented by Underdog. Whoa. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
You are now in the arena. Welcome to Gridiron, presented by Underdog.
Whoa, whoa.
The basketball boys have got us fired up, so hopefully we got some energy today. I have got some of the best guys on the couch. We have one of the most prolific figures in the history of sports media and the man who's never lost a debate, Skip Bayless. We have Super Bowl champion, 5-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro cornerback, Aqib Talib. All-Pro, 6-time Pro Bowl defensive tackle, one of the most disruptive deep tackles in the generation, Gerald McCoy.
Yeah.
What do you got? You guys flirting across the couch over here? You guys flirting?
Christmas hat on Little League.
You know what I'm saying? You know. You're going to have to announce Little League, too, now. Yeah, he needs his own show, don't he?
He does. And former Commanders head coach, Super Bowl winning coach with the Bucs and one of the league's best offensive minds, Jay Gruden.
Yeah. But today you deserve a shout out because we understand that you dominated the pickleball competition last night. Is that true?
She did.
So we got the basketball boys and the football boys together, and we did a pickleball tournament last night, and I beat everybody.
She did. I ain't gonna lie, Skip, she did. She did.
I know.
I had to join Kinsey team to get me a dub. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that.
But I mean, she can do standing backflips, so I don't.
Hey man,
Do you play ping pong? Are you good at ping pong
I
or
never really
just
played ping pong.
Okay.
I heard about that domination in Florida. That's how it spread across the country.
Everybody walked in today and was like, Kinsey, I heard you beat some butt.
I heard it was on ESPN on the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? They were talking about it. They ain't even mention Rob. Hey, they ain't even mention Rob.
Rob was cooking?
Rob was her teammate.
Rob was cooking?
ESPN ain't mention Rob.
You got buckets, Rob? Oh, okay.
I
Hey,
think
Rob.
you just went along for the ride.
Yeah, she was carrying, definitely carrying.
You got an ice pack on your knee back there?
Definitely carrying, Rob. It was good though.
All I know is I'm going to need some underdog picks because our barber, JC, bet me 1,000 underdog bucks that I would beat him 1v1, and I won. So we're going to have a little talk today of where I'm going to put that money, okay, boy?
Hey.
So let's find out. But we got a packed show. Josh Allen put on his cape this weekend and came back from a 21-point deficit in Foxborough. And what the Bills win to the AFC East, that's huge for them. Trevor Lawrence put up 6 touchdowns on Sunday, and of course I benched him in fantasy. And the Jaguars get their 10th win of the season. Is Jacksonville being overlooked in the AFC? And it all came falling down for Kansas City this weekend, officially eliminated from the playoffs. Mahomes tore his ACL, and what does that mean for the future of the Chiefs? And as always, you guys, this episode is presented by Underdog. If you are new to Underdog, today is the day. Get $75 in bonus entries when you play just $5 with code GRID. Win or lose, Underdog is available in most states, including Florida, California, and Texas. So go support the show, claim your bonus, and start playing today with code GRID. So first things first, we got to talk about last night's game. And, well, the Dolphins could not have practiced in the snow anymore. That would have helped them because they got their butt beat on Monday Night Football versus Aaron Rodgers, 28-15. And the boys, you guys said it was going to happen.
False enthusiasm. Yeah, get your ass beat.
Get out there and practice this snow
I got
like
a lot
it's
to say
changed
about this. I'm going to wait until we go.
All right, Mike Tomlin now improves to 12-0 on Monday Night Football at home. And let's see what he has to say about that.
Man, we love Monday Night Football. Mission accomplished. Certainly we wanted to engineer victory, but we wanted to do it in a certain way. That was a hot football team, and they'd rode their run game over the last month or so. I think they'd averaged 192 a game over the last 5 weeks. And so we needed to stop the run, and certainly we need to run the ball in the effort to flip that component of it. And I think that made the engineering of victory more fluid.
And we've kind of had some Aaron Rodgers haters on this couch, I'm going to be honest. But last night...
One major one.
one major one. But 23 for 27, 225 yards and 2 touchdowns. Not a bad night for the old man. So, Jay, how far can Aaron Rodgers take the Steelers?
That's a great question. You know, you got Bo Nix, you got Justin Herbert, you got Trevor Lawrence, you got C.J. Stroud, you got Josh Allen. I mean, he's not as good as he once was. You ever heard of Toby Keith? I ain't as good as I once was. You know, but I'm as good once as I ever was. That's the way he is right now. He's not quite as good as he once was. Is he good enough to carry the team? I don't think he is right now. I'm not a big fan of the Steelers. Like I said before, I think they're okay at everything. They're not great at anything. They're not great on defense. They're not great in the secondary. They're not great rushing the passer. They're not great at offensive line. They're not great at running back. They're not great at receiver. They have a very experienced quarterback, which will help them a lot in playoff situations. That's the only chance they have, but I don't give them much of a chance. They got a 9-year playoff drought winning, right? I just don't see the Steelers making any headway. I really don't.
Well said.
That's it?
Go.
I mean, I got a lot more to add, but I just watch him play, and DK Metcalf is a solid number one. He's not a guy that's going to scare the shit out of anybody.
Yeah.
They don't have anybody else in the receiver core other than that. The tight ends are just okay. Freiermuth and the big kid from Georgia.
Yeah.
The backs are,
He is a big kid.
Jalen Warren's okay. Gainwell's okay. I just don't know. And
There's
TJ Watt,
nothing popping out
what's his Pierce? Is his lung going to be okay? When's he going to be able to play? I just think that playing at home, if they win a division, they got to win a division first now. They got to play Detroit.
Right.
If they lose to Detroit and Baltimore wins, it's all going to come down to the last game. And there's something else you have to understand, too. The last game of the year is Baltimore and Pittsburgh, all right? It's going to be a bloodbath probably for the division. And there's a good chance the winner of that game wins the division, and then they got to probably play on a Saturday after a tough, hard-fought game, and it's going to wear them out. That happened to me in Cincinnati when I was offensive coordinator in 2013. The last game of the year, we were a 4 seed. We had to play Baltimore. They were defending champs. They had to win to get in. And it was a knockdown, drag-out. We had to play a Saturday game. We lost our tight end, Tyler Eifert. We lost a tackle, and we weren't quite as healthy as we would have been had we got a bye or something like that. So it's going to be tough for either one of those teams who wins that division to go on very far in the playoffs.
Yeah, so first round out.
Yeah.
All right.
First round out. I think they could possibly win the North. He could take them that far.
You've been back and forth about that, though.
I do. I'm
thought
kind
you
of
were
revert.
off the band.
Yeah.
I am. I'm kind of playing it the opposite way. I'm still rooting for them, but I'm just not picking them, Skip. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? If they win and they get in, like Coach said, it's going to be an early exit because they're going to have to see the Chargers, or they're going to have to see the Bills, or if the Bills flip something around, they might have to see the Patriots.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a tough team coming in there round one. So the furthest he can take them is to a North championship, and he'll be a first round exit.
Okay, that's fair.
All right, Gerald.
What you got?
Ready for this?
Yep.
Because of the layout.
The Super Bowl?
No, I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
They get close, though. Because of the layout of the AFC, it's not a lot of, obviously, I don't believe there's any threat to the Broncos. But because of the AFC landscape, we could possibly be going into a playoff. Well, we know Mahomes ain't going to be there. If they win the North, Lamar Jackson ain't going to be there. And then Joe Burrow's not going to be there. So now everything's open. So because of that and how things are you can toss things up, what they do well, what they don't, I believe if he plays the way he's playing currently, they could get all the way to the AFC Championship. I said this before the season, and this is why I'm saying it. It's because of how the playoffs happen. Once you get in, anything can happen. So if you think about the formula of the Pittsburgh Steelers and how they've been, their formula has been run the ball, play great defense, and what they haven't had is a QB who could push the ball down the field. They haven't had a QB with a mind like this since Big Ben. Where they've improved is in the red zone. They're top 3 in the league in the red zone. They've struggled all of this time without Big Ben to score points once they get in the red zone. Aaron Rodgers is putting points on the board once he gets in the red zone. If you think about defensively, we talk about Chicago. They give up all these yards, but what do they do? They take the ball away.
They do.
Pittsburgh is top 3 in the league in taking the ball away. And they will possibly be paying CJ. He'll throw you the ball. Josh Allen will throw you the ball. Trevor Lawrence will throw you the ball. Justin Herbert will throw you the ball. Then if you think about defensively, they play 1 top 10 offense, and offensively they play 3 top 10 defenses. They have as good a shot as anybody else to get to the AFC Championship. Can they get to the Super Bowl? Absolutely not, because I don't believe nobody beating Denver. But with this formula, how things are going, if he keeps playing the way he's playing, they could make it to the AFC Championship because they have a home game.
Pittsburgh could beat Josh Allen.
At home, yes.
Do you know where they're ranked
Pittsburgh
defensively right now?
gotta beat Lamar Jackson first.
All right, that's a
Yeah.
fact.
That's what I said. I
That's what they
started
gotta
with
do
if
first.
they win the North. They got to win the North first. But this is if they get in the playoffs, this is how I feel it could go because they are getting, if they win the North, they get a home game. It starts there. You got to come to Pittsburgh. You win that, then anything can happen.
But what you were saying is they've always relied on their defense in their
Yes.
run game. Do you know where they're ranked right now in total defense? 28.
28th.
Where are they
28.
ranked in
They
takeaways?
can't rely on that
They
defense.
relying on it.
Where are they
They
ranked in takeaways?
They're pretty high in takeaways.
It got to add up,
Top
though.
three.
Yeah.
It still got to. It still got to
Yeah.
add up.
They can take
Like-
away the ball. I will give you that.
I was
No
on
way.
that train for a long time. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
I'm with. Everything.
Don't
I
worry.
Said, no, everything I said makes sense. But this
Yeah.
is that's what the playoffs
Hey,
are.
don't worry.
We
Just what? They're going to get popped by the Lions.
Yeah.
And they're going to get popped by the Ravens. And you're going to be like, oh, what shit.
Well, hey,
Don't
listen,
worry.
Hey,
Don't
if
worry.
that happened, remember I started with if they win the North. They don't win the North.
Yeah.
Then everything I said don't matter. Skip, don't hate on my guy, man.
Okay. Aqib was trying to go here, but it was like head versus heart.
Yeah.
And in the end, he said, I'll go with my heart. Pittsburgh's got a shot.
They got a
no,
shot.
they don't have a shot. Lamar Jackson will win this division before it's all said and done. Baltimore will win this division. And I don't like Aaron Rodgers, never have cared for him, but I will say this.
We do know that.
He threw the football last night as well as I have seen him throw the football in 3 years. And he threw a flat-out laser to DK. And
Yeah.
DK did the stiff arm, and he's capable of doing that at any given moment because he's a big stud is what he is. But the ball could have been picked, probably should have been picked, but it had so much juice on it, so much mustard on it, that it got through the cornerback to DK, and the rest was history. Okay, so now I want to talk a little bit about what a weird football game it was last night, because I'm going to remind you that Aaron Rodgers didn't score his first point until 21 seconds were left in the first half because Miami was stymieing them. So they were making it hard on Aaron Rodgers. And even though Aaron said after the game, they stayed plain vanilla all night, they were just in a two-shell, they didn't blitz. They came after him with 4, and the 4 were getting home for a while, and then the 4 started to get tired because Aaron just held the ball and dominated time of possession. But there was the second series of the game, Miami is driving for what could have put them up 10-0. I did pick Miami because I thought they were just hot, and I don't believe in Pittsburgh. But they're driving for maybe 10-0, and they go, Achane, and all of a sudden he leaves to go change his cleats. And Mike McDaniel's like, I guess I got to throw it. And Noodle Arm took over, and Tua drops back and throws another puff
Noodle
ball.
Arm.
Well, he's just a Noodle Arm. I've never seen anything like it. I don't know how he's lasted as long as he's lasted.
That's
And
actually such a fair comment.
but come on, he just throws a puff ball out into the deep flat, and it just hangs up there and hangs up there. I'm saying, what are you doing, man? And Asante Samuel Jr. just drops back and puts it in his back pocket. You would have spit on that one before you picked it, right?
I would have scored.
You would have
definitely
scored.
would've
Yeah,
scored.
okay.
I would have scored.
Yeah, but you've been backpedaling to get the ball, so you'd have to reverse field and go the other way, and you probably would have scored with it. But the point was, I'm saying, what are you doing? And then Jalen Ramsey, on a safety blitz, he sacks Tua like it's touch football. He just gave him a little lefty shove, like he just touched him, and Tua just falls down like he got shot. And I'm saying, what are you doing, man? And I think they're going to bench him now and go with, I don't know if it's Zach Wilson or Quinn Ewers or whoever they're going to go with. But
At this point, it doesn't matter.
Come on,
Just
man.
bench him.
Okay, so then finally in the fourth quarter, Miami starts to cook because Pittsburgh's defense is 28th in yards allowed, and they had just come off a game at Baltimore. They had allowed 420 yards to the Ravens, 217 on the ground to the Ravens at Baltimore the week before. And so all of a sudden, Tua gets a little bit of a hot hand on a very cold night, and Achane starts to cook a little bit, and they're moving the ball, and they're in no rush. And Troy Aikman was as scathing on Monday Night Football as I have ever, and I know Troy. That was as scathing as he has ever been sitting in that commentator's chair about Mike McDaniel, saying that it was ridiculous what they were doing, and he said that he was flabbergasted, that there was no urgency, and they ran no huddle. There was no fast break to it at all. They just kept staying in the huddle, and they're moving the football, and they could make it a semblance of a game to get back in the game, and they didn't. And they went for 2 a couple times when they scored and missed, and Tua was horrible, but you could see the flaws in a defense that it's gettable, man. It's been gettable all year. It's been like inexplicably gettable because you and I keep looking at you look at it on paper and you say, look, him and him and him. They didn't have TJ last night and they were pretty good, right? But for some reason, it hasn't fired all year. It hasn't clicked. It hasn't taken off. And maybe that's what they needed. And then Aaron, after the game, he's always got a new narrative for the media. So his new narrative last night was, we're a team of cast-offs. We're the hopeless underdogs. Nobody wanted us. And he starts naming off Gainwell and all they got Valdez-Scantling. I think he'll help him. And I think Adam Thielen helps Aaron because those are the older guys that he can trust, that he knows they're going to be where they're supposed to be, even if they don't get there very quickly.
Alan Lazard just got released, too.
He did. Maybe he'll pick him up from the Jets. So, to
That'll
me,
scare people.
Yeah. Exactly. But to me, they had one night, and Aaron was. Listen, if you let Aaron start front running like he was last night, he will pick you to pieces. And it was a lot of dinking and dunking, but it works because he's just sitting back there. If there's no threat to him physically, he can still do it. He can still fling it. But I think they're going nowhere slowly. It's like they should celebrate last night because I'm with you. Now it starts.
Yeah, now it starts. I don't know if I watched the same game as Skip because it was pretty much a blowout to me.
It was almost 10-0. They were going for 10-0. Is that a blowout?
I mean, it was pretty one-sided.
After they scored, they kept scoring.
I mean, they just scored 4 straight times.
Started
they didn't
later.
score, so that's what I call a blowout. You know what I'm saying?
So why
and they
would
scored
Troy,
one late
why
touchdown.
would Troy be so scathing if a team is hopeless? Why would he say that about a head coach?
I don't know.
'Cause, boy, he put Mike McDaniel back on the hot seat.
He just, he just ain't really like him from the jump. He ain't really like nothing about him from the jump. So once he's doing something dumb, he should have. If you down this many points, maybe you should put some tempo into your offense just in case you do score a late touchdown. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, he was doing his job, So, but it just wasn't that close to me. It was just a ass beating. They scored a late touchdown to make it look a little better. You know what I'm saying? But
would you say 23-13?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was pretty close. A blowout.
Ass beating? Okay.
Yeah, you did say it was pretty close to that. Well, the chat, okay, we have a lot of people saying it's going to be a first-round knockout of the playoffs, right? The chat is riding with Gerald, and they think that they can actually win a playoff game, which I'm kind of shocked by.
A lot of Steeler fans out
Steeler fans are watching the arena.
They don't believe in history, huh?
They're not even going to go. They're not going to go, Skip.
No.
Okay, well, we got to move on to Patrick Mahomes because we did not talk about him yesterday, and everything is crashing down right now in Kansas City. For starters, the Chiefs blew a 13-3 lead at home to the Chargers, not scoring a single point in the second half, and officially been eliminated from the playoffs. Also, I think someone forgot to tell Chris Jones that this was an elimination game because he had no idea. Let's watch.
Still have fighting chance. Are we out of the playoffs? We are. Okay.
Is that not something you guys talk about in a lot? Like, this is your last chance?
Not really. I mean, some guys might talk, but I can't never say I be on winning teams, Kinsey. I'm usually talking about the first seed. Is we gonna get the first seed for a first round bye?
Oh, my bad.
We usually talk about shit like
Maybe
that. I don't know about
I've been knocked out week 5 before.
Listen, I'll be at week 6.
Hey,
like,
it's over with, Chet.
That's it, man. It's over with, Chet. It's over with, baby.
Well, you had some of those in Tampa,
I had some of those. I did, man. When I was in those days,
he forgets about
I definitely wasn't even talking about nothing. I was collecting my checks, Skip. Ready for the all season.
I guess Chris Jones never had to worry about it. He's like,
he ain't never been in this, that.
Yeah, but Gerald, what is the biggest reason the Chiefs are 6-8?
I would say it's been execution. The good teams find ways to win games, and we've gotten to a point with Kansas City where we don't know what team we're going to get week in and week out, and that doesn't happen with this team. But the execution has been terrible. Travis Kelce ain't been the same. Last offseason, when he said, I don't know if I'm going to retire or whatever, he probably should have retired because this game is entirely too difficult to play with that mindset.
Agreed.
And when you go back, and when your mind goes there, just retire. Because what he looks like on film and on tape is like, I should have retired. And my mind is not all here. So that's one thing. But then you just go to the things that Kansas City has done great in the past, defensively, if they didn't do nothing else, they took the ball away and they got to the quarterback. They haven't done that this year. They got 11 takeaways. That's the fewest in the Mahomes era. Okay, they got 20 sacks. That's the third fewest in the Mahomes era. Good teams find ways to do the things that they should do to win. Third down. This is the second worst from the defense in the Mahomes era. You flip to the offense, third down. This is the worst they've been in the Mahomes era. Now you go to red zone. One thing we never worried about is when Kansas City got in the red zone, they were always at the top of the league. They get in the end zone. They at the middle of the pack, closer, going towards the bottom. They have not been executing like they've done in the past. And it's just from Mahomes all the way down. And you can't do that with these emerging talents in their division with Denver and LA, and now you got the Patriots, and all of these teams are emerging. They're getting better. So y'all can't take a step backwards. So it's just been a full year of them not executing and doing what they've done in the past, which is making the necessary plays to finish these games out. And it's just been stacking, and you just can't do it. Teams are too good.
What do you think, Coach?
They got a lot of issues, really. They're really offensively, their running game doesn't help Patrick at all. Their offensive line's been very below average. They've had a lot of drops this year, uncharacteristic drops by the receivers, and Travis has had a few drops. Patrick has had to do it all on his own on offense. And defensively, they've taken a step back too. So when you look at the Kansas City Chiefs in the past, you're relying on Patrick will bail us out and make a play late.
Yep.
It just hasn't happened. He hasn't made the plays. And he's ad-libbing way more than he ever has. Receivers aren't getting open off the line. Their running game is awful. They're in 3rd down and 8, 3rd down and 9 a lot. They're playing from behind a lot more than they ever have been. And they haven't really addressed the offensive line. They tried to draft a left tackle. He missed some time. They lost their left guard to Chicago. So their offensive line has never really been addressed. I mean, they got to really go back and look at their personnel and say, hey, I know we don't have a lot, or $40 million over the cap, whatever it might be.
Yep.
We got to restructure Patrick. We got to get some help for him on offense somewhere. We got to get a tackle. We got to get a bat. We got to figure out and identify the needs on offense. Maybe another tight end or another weapon for him. And then defensively, they got to continue to add some things. Right now, as a team, you take away Patrick, this is not a very good team, really. It's a below average football team. Patrick puts them over the top, makes them competitive. It's been a great dynasty. But in order for them to get back to championship level, they got to get some pieces around them, especially coming off an ACL injury, which he will be. They got to do a better job of protecting them. And right now, it's not many quarterbacks could function in that style of offense without the pass protection needed. Because Andy Reid's an old school drop back West Coast type guy, relies on concepts, shallow crosses, hanks, and flanker drives and all that stuff. And it takes time to read the defense. And if you don't have any protection, I mean, it's tough for a quarterback to have success there. Fortunately, Patrick has always been athletic and mobile and avoids the rush, but this year it hasn't been quite the same. And I don't know where they go, man. They got to have a good drafts. Haven't had very good drafts lately, but they have good drafts. Prioritize key free agents to really help out their football team next year. But yeah, they're going to be in trouble because the Chargers are up and coming. The Broncos are there right now. I mean, I don't foresee them winning a division for quite some time until they really do a great job in the draft and address the team in free agency.
And so, Aqib, when the season started, you were riding with the Chiefs still. Has that changed? How are you feeling right now?
Well, of course it changed. They damn eliminated.
They're eliminated.
But I think
But you
the
said
biggest,
never doubt the Chiefs.
Yeah, I still don't.
Are you doubting them?
I think they'll be back. They'll be back sooner than coach think they'll be back. But they just not making plays at the end of these games. I think before they was the king of the end of the games. That's why they dominated the AFC, because they dominated the last 3 minutes of the game for years. You know what I'm saying? And now, shit, it's just a lot of drop balls. It's a lot of undisciplined defense. It's a lot of missed protections all at the end of games. And they used to have a little rabbit foot where if it was a tip ball or something, it'd go their way. This year, all the tip balls, the 50-50 balls, the fumbles, all that shit, none of that shit is going their way this year. So the icing on the cake was, boom, Patty get hurt at the end of the year. So it's just that kind of year for them. I think they definitely bounce back, though, man. It's a restructure here, a restructure there. You know, they core guys. They have restructured them core guys like Bolton, like the Eds guy, what's his name? Carliff.
Carlisle.
Oh, yeah.
George, Carlisle.
Restructured the Creed Humphreys, Trey Smith, the guys who they know gonna be there.
Yep.
They had restructured their deals, open up some cash, restructure Patty shit, open up some cash. They cut Jawan. They gotta pay him like $26 million or something. He gone. That's gonna open up a bunch of cash when they cut him. They gotta be about tired of him. So they gonna cut him. Shit, they gonna draft 10 to 14. That's gonna be a starter. They got their second, third, fourth, fifth round. Shit, maybe you trade one of them fifth rounds or something, go a little bit lower, get you a Love, you know what I'm saying, answer that running back problem. I think the Chiefs always do it. They've been a good football team since Alex Smith, since I was playing.
Yeah.
So they ownership, the guys who in charge know what to do.
Yeah.
They know how to create good football teams. So I don't know if it's 2026 because Pat got hurt so late, he gonna miss the offseason. I'm a big believer in you get out what you put in this offseason. He gonna miss the entire offseason. 2027, he gonna be back with vengeance. Broncos, we better get us 2 chips and a nice run before he come back with vengeance in this new team because the Chiefs for sure gonna be back. To answer your question, Kinsey, hell no, I'm still riding with the Chiefs. I see they makeup since 2013 when I got into the AFC West, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Got to be careful cutting your right tackle there, Aqib. Now who are you going to get?
it's somebody to get besides him.
I don't know.
Okay. So I'm going to start by saying what I said all year. This team was never the same after it was down 40-6 in the Super Bowl. I'm going to say it again. It was 40-6 with 3 minutes left in the Super Bowl. And we've seen what historically, notoriously happens to the Super Bowl loser every year. They really have a hard time the next year. So that team a year ago went 12-0 in one-score games. So far this year, 1-7. To all your points, the magic faded, whatever, you lost your rabbit's foot. And yet, you talked about the defense, all very valid points about takeaways and third downs. I got it. But I still look at the fact. The bottom line to the defense this year, it's 5th in points allowed.
Yep.
5th in points allowed.
Mm-hmm.
That should be better than 6 and 8, right?
Yeah.
So now I look at the offense, and I hate it for Patrick that he got hurt, but he's not without blame here because of what you were talking about. He's trying to do what he'd done all those magical years. It's a lot of backyard football that he plays, and he's the best at backyard football I've ever seen in your sport, in your game. And he had the most magical connection with Travis Kelce of any quarterback receiver duo I've ever seen, and I've been doing this for a long time. I'm talking about magical. The connection between them, it's beyond Montana and Rice. You can name anybody you want to name.
Really?
I'm talking about connection, knowing it's backyard football connection where he's running choice routes. In fact, half the time, Kelce would say, I just made it up. And Patrick's just with him mentally, trusts him, and Patrick's going to buy enough time, crazy feet, just the kind you wouldn't teach, and he's going to find Travis Kelce, and he did it again, and he did it again, and he did it again, and it's 3rd and 8, and he did it again. Travis Kelce got open, and Patrick just found him. Maybe he whipped it sidearm, maybe he's falling down, and he whips it to Kelce, and all of a sudden, right before your very eyes, Travis Kelce hit the wall. He got old. He aged 37, and I'm so with you that was such a deep, correct point. If you start talking about, I'm thinking about retiring, but I'm coming back, you're done, man. Psychologically, it's just too hard. You're going to take too much punishment. He took a lot of punishment this year because they were killing him, man. They were smelling blood. They were going after him. They were making sure that he paid for every catch that he did make and every ball that was close that he couldn't hold on to. Okay, so now to Patrick. He was a career worst 63% completion this year. Okay, that's okay. Start right there. That's the start of what's wrong with the offense. And you can throw in all your factors. They didn't protect him. They didn't separate. They didn't all those things. I got it. But when you complete 63% of your passes, that ranked 22nd in the NFL. It won't work. You're not efficient enough on offense because, as you know, Coach, you got to have some consistency and efficiency where you move the football on time, on schedule, on the chains. You keep moving. And they used to be crazy efficient where it's like you're drawing it up in the dirt and he's making plays that he shouldn't, that other humans can't make. But it still worked. And this year it started not to work. So what did he start doing? He was on pace, Patrick, for a career high in rushes. He was running the football because he started to think, my best play is me and my feet and my legs. I'm just going to take off. He was going to smash his career high. Obviously, he didn't play the last 3 games. But he's running. And by the way, it was working. He led all quarterbacks at 6.6 yards per rush. So every time he took off, he ran for an 11-yard touchdown on Sunday. That was their first touchdown. I don't know if you remember it. It was just a scramble up the middle. He just took off up the middle. And I'm like, damn, like it's dangerous. What do you say about running quarterbacks? What do you say?
You got to deal with.
What'd you say about Jaden Daniels? What'd you say?
You got to deal with running back shit.
with it. Okay, it's running back shit that you have to deal with because this is he's running it as much as Josh ran it more, but Patrick was shattering his career high for rushes because he's just saying, okay, whether it's lack of protection or lack of separation, one or the other, he's just saying, I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to run. I'm going to take off. And he would shock me with how well he ran it because he looks a little heavy, like he's got more of a dad body. We'd see him in the locker room. But, man, he can chug along, man, when he takes off. And he runs with authority. And for a while, people, when he would run to the sideline, he would deke people on the sideline because he'd just say, I'm gonna go out of bounds, and then he'd take the extra 3 yards, and you're saying, come on, man, what am I supposed to do? You're gonna throw a flag if I even touch him, right? Yep. So he was getting away with that for a while, and then the irony was on the play that he got hurt on, it wasn't that dangerous of a play that he put himself in. The guy's just tripping him up from behind, and he just happened to plant wrong with his left and hyperextended, and it went. Well, it's just crazy, but he got away. He used to put himself in harm's way a whole lot running the football. So the offense just bogged down for all those reasons. But again, if you're only going to complete 63%, you're going to lose a bunch of games. Yeah. Especially,
but he still had a chance to win, though, Skip.
Yeah.
He won. He won in 7 in one score game.
Okay.
So with completing 63% of his passes, he still had a chance to win 8 games.
But remember how they beat Lamar at Lamar 2 years ago in the playoffs? When in the first half, he just went to Kelsey, to Kelsey, to Kelsey. It was like a showcase performance by Mahomes and Kelsey.
He did, my point is, he did good enough in the first half, in the first 3 quarters, first 3.5 quarters this year. So the completion percentage, it ain't really do that much. They just fucking it off at the end of the game.
I'm telling you, even 2 weeks ago, they had 5 drops, and 3 of them was like timely third down.
Right.
Like, they just not executing.
And I think he's got a little spooked. I really do. I think the lack of separation, Travis Kelce's decline.
Yeah.
I think he's spooked.
The protection issues. Yeah. When you go back to pass, a lot of times you're thinking, here's my reads, here's my progressions. I'm going to get off of it. I'm going to try to scramble and make something happen. That's what I think. A lot of quarterbacks result of that sometimes when they get hit a lot or when guys aren't getting separation, so they lose the timing of the play.
Yeah.
Not a lot of times you see Patrick Mahomes out of the gun take 1, 2, 3, let it fly. 1, 2, 3, let it fly. You know what I mean?
We ain't never see that.
Oh, yeah, but he's done it more often than not.
He just didn't play that way.
Yeah, but he's done it before. This year it's been more so than ever. I know that's a major part of his game, a major part of his success and who he is, but I think it was happening quicker in his mind where he was looking to get the hell out of there because of the left tackle, because of the right tackle issues, and because of the lack of separation. I got to buy time. I got to run for a first down. So a lot of issues go on the quarterback's brain. Same thing happened, it's happened to Jaden a little bit this year. They had no weapons for him. Same thing happens with Lamar sometimes. Same thing happens with Josh sometimes when they don't get it. I'm looking to run, buy time, and make a big play outside the pocket.
Yep.
A, because they can, and B, because they don't have a lot of faith in the line and the separation the receivers are getting.
I think the last thing Patrick Mahomes was spooked.
I don't mean spooked is a bad word.
Okay.
I mean,
Coach, you used to.
He was more. He was planning to abort mission a little bit quicker than normal as far as a quarterback is concerned. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You go back to passes, I'm gone. I'm going to buy time and make something happen instead of maybe set my feet, step up, and look for number 2, look for number 3. It was more of one and done. That's all.
Well, they just, I mean, they really, as bad as it sounds, they kind of just got granted a gift with him being hurt. Because with 15 comes expectations. Next year, no Patrick Mahomes, no expectations. So you know what you can do now? Take the year off. Take the year off and figure out who he's going to be.
You're assuming he's not coming back for next year.
I wouldn't even let him come back.
Really?
Really?
The whole year?
For a whole year. Let me tell you why.
He'll be back.
So,
Yeah, he'll
so
be back.
if Patrick Mahomes is the ultimate competitor, you got technology and new medicine, he's going to want to come back. I'm talking about if I'm Kansas City.
Yeah.
If you look at the Patriots, okay, we talk about these dynasties. Patriots had multiple dynasties. You know why? Because after the first, you got to think, Kansas City playing with house money right now. He been to 5 Super Bowls and won 3 of them. So it ain't like he in a rush to, okay, so now you can take this year, but listen, take this year, figure out what you got. You get some free agencies. And you know what I'm telling my free agents? We're building for the future. You know 15 coming back. Okay, you come here, we sign you this many years. Next year, no expectations. You know who's going to be in the 2027 draft? There's a kid in Ohio State named Jeremiah Smith. So if you don't win a lot of games, now you up here higher in the draft. It's a lot of great receivers coming out.
So
a lot of great defenders coming out.
Next year.
I'm saying there's no need to rush him back. You need to build for the future because Patrick Mahomes is not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So that this first dynasty might be over. But you have now we can see what we got because when everybody, like Coach said, what'd you say about 15? He puts them over the top. Other than that, not a really good team. When he's not out there, now I can really gauge who can do what. I can see who can do what. Assign people, we draft, we go into 2027, like Lieb said, 15 come back with a vengeance. We laid our foundation, now we move forward. As long as, with the Patriots, Belichick, Brady, as long as they was in place, we feel everything else around it. When Gronk showed up in 2010, okay, we got a guy again, all right? You gonna have 15, you gonna have Andy Reid. Now you just lay the foundation, see what we can do, move forward. What is the rush? They gonna win something next year?
Well, I know they're rushing because he already had surgery on Monday, which is one of the fastest surgeries that ever happened.
Especially.
He went right into surgery the next day. You know, Patrick Mahomes was like,
but they is going to rebuild. They is going to see what everybody can do. But they going to do that shit while 15 is under center for sure. Like, they fixing ACLs like sprained ankles now.
Have you guys ever had surgery on an ACL? What's that recovery like? It says 6 to 12 months, but
I had 2 quad tendons.
that sounds tough.
Nah, I did. Nah, leave
You
it.
did?
None of that.
I'm like, I wonder, because he got in surgery real fast, but it's still a 6 to 12 month recovery. But I think Patty's going to be at the 6.
To your point, and I do know knee surgery. That was the fastest I've ever heard. Because usually they say we need to wait
let the swelling go down.
Let it go. Let it calm down so you can get a clear picture of it. They first said it wasn't as bad as they first thought, but then they also said he tore his LCL, the lateral collateral, with the anterior cruciate. So you got 2 ruptured ligaments. And Patrick is saying, remember, his first post Sunday night was, I can't believe this happened to me. And to your point, he's just saying, watch this. Okay.
Watch this shit.
Yeah, here I come. So he sped up the calendar as fast as he could speed it up to be ready for week 1. And knowing him, you agree? I mean, he's just going to be back for week 1, whether they like it or not.
I tore mine in 1986.
Did you really?
In the middle of the season, and I played the first game of the year.
Well,
he's going to be fine.
He's going to be fine.
1986. You got to see the scars on his knees.
Yeah, but that was back in the day.
That was back in the day.
Technology,
one of the first torn ACLs they ever seen.
They even know what to do.
It wasn't that far back, man.
Hey, they fixing them hoes like.
But I'm saying, if I could come back, and I did it the middle of the year in college football to start my first game as a junior, then I'm sure Patrick will be just fine.
Yeah.
For sure going to be back.
And we do have a tweet from him because this is kind of his mindset right now. At the end of the tweet, so let's read it because it says, "Don't know why this had to happen, and not going to lie, it hurts. But all we can do now is trust in God and attack every single day, over and over again. Thank you, Chiefs Kingdom, for all supporting me and for everyone who's reached out and sent prayers. I will be back stronger than ever." So listen to that. He's coming back. He is going to be fighting hard.
I believe he's going to be back, but there's a difference in training and rehabbing.
True. And
there's a big difference in that. Trust me. Training and rehabbing are not the same. He's going to be rehabbing to come back. He's not going to be in shape like normal. He's not going to be working on all the regular stuff he usually do. Everything he's going to be do is geared towards rehab.
I don't know. Rehabbing have you in shape though.
Hell yeah.
Rehab and have you in fucking great shape because you don't just come rehab your knee. They gonna rehab your quads, your abs. He probably gonna have fucking abs when he get back because they make sure your core.
I don't know if that's
You know how they do. You know how that rehab. You know how that rehab be, bro.
Rehab is
workout.
a son of a gun. It is, but I also know when I was rehabbing my knees, I was trying to work. I was working on all the things around to find out wherever you get injured. For people who don't know, wherever you get injured, it's not that. It was something else. Something was tight.
Yeah.
Like when I tore my other quad, I had pulled my groin that Friday, so I was compensating, and that's what happened. So they figuring everything else out. But I'm not in the sand pit. I'm not hitting all these bags and pulling all these sleds and all like the way I would be training for a season. You might be, but it's not football training.
Yeah, you're a 3 technique,
exactly.
man.
I'm like, he's a quarterback. He just needs to
That gonna be like
sit
this.
in the pocket.
He gonna be like this, and with a machine on one knee, like this, and that's him training, getting ready for next year. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna be breaking down that Broncos defense, trying to get to it.
But Gerald, I do need to know. So you don't think the Chiefs dynasty is dead? You think
this one is, but they can.
They're
have
gonna
another
rebuild.
one.
But this Chiefs dynasty is
this
dead.
one is, but they can have another one.
I think the next time, starting next year,
like look at the Patriots.
The wideouts gonna look different.
Yeah.
The tight end gonna look different. The running back gonna look different. The O line, they gonna have 3 pieces in there, but 2 of the O linemen gonna be different. It's gonna look like a different team.
As long as 15 is there, they can have another dynasty. Yeah.
They're gonna do half of it 2026. That team might be okay. 9-10 team, be okay. Maybe first round exit of the playoffs or something. Because if he play, they gonna go to the playoffs. They're not gonna have another year where they don't make the playoffs. But 2027.
Now that's not for sure.
2027, they're gonna come back with some major pieces, a big time off-season addition, and you give them 2 years, bro.
To me, this would be the same dynasty, right?
Nah, it's different.
No.
So it's Patrick and Andy Reid, it's the same.
That's fair.
Nah,
so
that's
at the end of Patrick and Andy, Patrick's career.
Tom and Belichick, that's a completely different dynasty.
Right, they had
Gronk, they didn't have all these Edelman and all.
I think of the Patriot dynasty. I think of Brady and Belichick. And that's about it.
Yeah.
Nah, they had two separate teams.
That's 2 different.
They had 2 totally separate teams.
Skip, do you think the dynasty's dead?
So I got to ask him a question. Are you saying that in 2 years they'll start over and go to 5 out of 6 Super Bowls?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
I don't see that. Don't see it ever happen.
2 years, in 2 years, 2027 through 2032, they had 2 to 3 more Super Bowl wins. I don't know how many they go to, but he'll win 2 to 3
Boy,
again.
You're predicting doom for Bo Nix and company, aren't you?
Nah, we gonna eat right now, and then
know,
our
major-
team, we gonna have to go
hey,
through.
Lee.
We gonna have to go through all our young guys.
So the next
He
3 Super
gone,
Bowls
he
are
gone, he
you.
gone,
Let me
he
tell you
gone.
this.
We gonna have to go through what you go through as a Super Bowl winner. Everybody get paid, Skip. You lose all your players because they just everybody watching like, damn, he's a good player. When he come up, somebody gonna overpay him and take him. Overpay him and take him. Overpay him and take him. And that's just the shit you're gonna go through as a champion, you know what I'm saying?
Well, Bo
a major
baby, right?
Yeah, Bo's still a be there.
Oh,
but
wait, I forgot he was at Auburn for like 8 years.
yeah, with
But Lee,
football years.
hey,
And he's like what age you in?
They're going to have to pay Bo like Patrick. It must be a lot of
You feel me?
money.
And that's gonna make us not
Yeah,
be able to
it's
pay
gonna-
some other people.
know.
We're gonna have to go
You
through our
gotta
own
melt
rebuild.
those rookie
Here's
years.
Bo had
another major
2 by then.
factor. Here's another major factor. How
me?
long?
Hell,
Bo had
hell
2.
no.
Hey,
Hell no.
This is another major factor. How long does Andy Reid want to coach?
Yeah.
Andy Reid is 67.
That's
So
a
how
baby
long
in
do they
coaching
want
years.
to-
I don't know. Have you met these guys? They,
Coach
How
be
long do
coaching
they want
today
to coach?
80.
But he already
they're
been
firing
like,
at all cylinders until the wheels fall
That's
off.
don't matter.
13 years left.
that's gonna matter. I'm just saying. If he's there, okay, we good. But how long does Andy Reid want to coach? That's
I'll
How old
bet
is
you-
Bill Belichick?
He's checking on
73.
85.
And he still would want to coach if they would
He's
have him.
73 now. When was he when the first dynasty ended? You gotta think. That's a lot of years since then. He's 73 right now. Andy Reid's 67 currently.
That's 5 years.
That was then. That's what I'm saying.
I'm
That
just saying he
dynasty ended in 2005.
If he coached for
And he
5
coached
more
all
years,
the way.
he'd be happy to retire by 5
The
more years.
Patriots had a 10-year gap between that old dynasty and this new one. That's all I'm saying. Like Andy Reid, he's 67, man. Y'all.
He got nothing else to do, though, man. It's not like he plays golf or goes
doesn't play
swimming or
golf.
fishing or anything like that. That's all he does.
Could you imagine?
He knows how to set you up.
Andy Reid
Me,
swimming.
on the other hand,
It's a factor.
I got
I'm
that
just saying.
5 handicap, baby.
You feel me? You got to find time to coach. Goddamn.
Coach, I do not want to think about Andy Reid swimming, but okay, let's move on. We got to move on because I was doubting Josh Allen, and he really proved me wrong. I said he could not be Superman every single game, and dang, we witnessed a battle in Foxborough. At one point, leading 21-0, the Patriots looked like they were on their way to their 11th straight win, putting a stamp on the AFC East, and then Josh Allen happened. So Josh and the Bills came storming back to beat Drake May and the Patriots 35-1 in the snow and on the road. So AFC East is certainly back up for grabs. So Skip, what did Buffalo show you on Sunday? You were riding with Buffalo too.
I was. The Bills showed you on Sunday in Foxborough, back in Tom Brady's stomping grounds. They are going to the Super Bowl. They are going to win the AFC. That's what they showed you.
I like when you talk like that, Skip.
I know.
You always wrong.
No, I'm not. I'm going to be right about this.
I like Buffalo too. Now I got to bet against Buffalo.
You've already guaranteed a Super Bowl victory for the Denver Broncos. Yes, you did. You did. I heard you.
Don't put the words in my mouth, Skip.
I heard you. And we'll see who's wrong about this. Josh Allen proved that he is easily the best player in all of football this Sunday at Foxborough. And James Cook, friend of our show, he's the best running back in football. I told you he's got the best feet. He's just incredible. Now he's 28 yards short of Jonathan Taylor for the rushing lead, and he's going to win it.
Yeah.
And their defense, well, first their offense, it's just the clutchest offense in the league right now. When they need to make a play, Josh says, watch this, we will make a play. And when their defense needs to make a play late in the game, it makes key clutch plays late in the game.
Disrespectful.
What's that?
That's disrespectful.
To who?
To Bo.
To Bo?
Say
Bo who?
Say Josh Allen is the clutchest quarterback in.
No, I said their offense is the clutchest. When they need to make plays, they just say, watch this. They're down 21-0, and he just said, watch this. That defense was fifth in points allowed coming into this game, and everybody said, you can't run on them.
It was 21-0 in the first quarter, Skip.
It was, and then what happened? 35-10.
We were down like 29-0 in the fourth quarter.
35-10 happened.
We dropped 33 in the fourth, Skip.
Okay, against the Giants? Or who?
Give a damn who it was, man. It's 33 points in the fourth.
These were the New England Patriots that everybody said they're on their way to the Super Bowl. Nope. You say I'm disrespectful to Denver?
Very.
Are you kidding me?
We don't have the clutches offense in the league right now.
You don't have the clutches.
The clutches offense?
Hey,
I can't really argue with that. You guys have played really good in the
come
fourth
the
quarter.
fuck on.
I'd like to
fourth
say
quarter
bullshit, but based on the
A whole lot of fourth quarter comebacks. Like, what are we talking about? We're talking about a first quarter comeback.
All I heard was Drake May is the MVP, and he got outclassed in that game. He wasn't ready for this. All of a sudden, he fell out of his comfort zone, and he fell off balance, out of rhythm, off target. He wasn't ready for this kind of game against that quarterback in this moment. And then what are you doing now? Oh, you need more drink.
Nah, I'm just telling her it's.
Yeah.
She put her foot in this one too.
What proof is that? What is it?
Zero proof.
Bayless? Zero proof.
Zero proof.
Well, it's kind of like you got zero proof that the Broncos are going to win it all, right?
Wait, okay. I love facilitating a bet between the two boys. If it ends up being the Bills and Broncos AFC Championship, can we put some money on that?
You betting cash on that.
Cash on that.
No dinners on that. No underdog.
No dinner. We need some serious money.
Straight cash on me.
Oh, a straight cash on me. I can't wait. So in the second half at Foxborough against that defense, Josh Allen threw for 158 and ran 8 times, and James Cook ran 15 times for 75 yards in the second half and scored 2 touchdowns. Josh threw 2 touchdowns. Drake May was 5 of 12 for 47 yards and got sacked 3 times. Total yards in the second half, 273 for Josh Allen's offense to 100 for Drake May's offense. That was a statement made by the Buffalo Bills, and they keep making them everywhere they go. They made it against Joe Burrow. They made it against Aaron Rodgers. They just keep making statements. Here we come, and here you go.
I will say I stopped doubting them after that game. I was like, you know what? That was a statement.
Buffalo showed me who will be playing in the AFC chip. That's what they showed me.
Okay.
It's crazy. You're gonna have about 9 to 11 possessions in the game. They're going to punt like 4 times, 5 times. And them other 5 to 7 possessions, you better take the ball away from Buffalo. Because if you don't, they're going to have 35, 40 points. Simple as that. They're a scoring machine. You might score 35 yourself, but if you don't take that ball away, they're going to have 40. You know what I'm saying? So that's the formula to beating them, man. You go back and you look at it, the games that they get the ball took away from them, and you protect the ball, they lose those games. If you don't make them turn the ball over, they're gonna win those games. They're gonna have fucking 35, 40 points, man. So that's what I learned. I'm scouting when I'm watching them, Skip. I'm just really watching them.
Yep.
And if we don't take the ball away from them in the AFC chip, we're not gonna win that game.
Okay.
Simple as that. But the good thing about the Broncos, we only got 12 takeaways this year, but we getting it rolling right now. It's a great time to get that turnover train rolling, and we're gonna keep it rolling all the way to this chip, man.
Well, Surtain got it rolling because
Yeah.
that was the takeaway
As
of
he
the
should.
year of
As
the
he
year.
should.
Yeah.
That's why he the MVP.
Yeah.
Why he wear the crown, baby.
Yeah.
That's what he got to do. So they just showed me they the truth. That's who we'll see in the AFC chip for sure.
Yeah,
We look
Carolyn,
forward to it.
he needs help. He just needs help. Just go ahead.
Thank you, Carol.
He needs help.
Yeah.
Let's skip
He's
one.
dying over here. He's dying.
Put that dude down.
I'm flying high on
The best way to beat Buffalo, without a doubt, is to keep Josh Allen on the sideline. And that can be done because Buffalo's run defense isn't very good, right?
Right.
Ed Oliver's gone. They have some injuries. That's the best way to beat Buffalo. You got to be patient, eat up the time of possession, and then when Josh does get out there, contain him. What they have now is they got a great middle triangle going. Shakira's starting to get back going. Kincaid, Knox, Ty Johnson when he comes in there. James Cook out of the backfield on the passing game. That's their passing game. They don't really have any receivers. Coleman's not really doing much. But the strong running game, Josh Allen's middle of the field triangle is working to a T.
O-line's
But
healthy again.
defensively is where I have to question Buffalo's long-term success.
Me too.
Can they get off the field in critical situations? And if Buffalo's offense struggles like they did against Miami, like they did against Atlanta when they got pummeled, do they have enough to come back? So it's going to be about that defensive line. Gerald, do they have a good enough defensive line?
Hey, them teams you just named, they took the ball away from them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't.
Bijan and
You're Josh Hader, right?
No, I love Josh. These are These are no. These are the types of games why we named him Superman, because he can go in your house and do this. And when we watch the Patriots and what they've done, and we question, I always talk about experience. And I was always raised a new broom sweeps clean, but an old broom knows the corners. AKA, there's no substitution for experience. This team is experienced. They've been through a lot. They know how to win these games. Drake May, he ain't been here.
Nope.
This was a T-shirt and hat game.
It was.
And that's
Supposedly.
what the playoffs are. They win or go home games.
Yeah.
Josh has been in a bunch of these. This group has been in a bunch of these. So when they get in the playoffs, they will be a headache. But this is what I say about Josh Allen. He can go in your house and do this. The thing is, you know who else has went into the playoffs and seen what they need to do and the evidence that they're learning about what they did wrong? Broncos. And they're led by a head coach who's won a Super Bowl and been in a lot of these.
You stay in
This team is, the Broncos are winning very close games where they have to figure out a way to finish games.
Yep.
So the only team who's really been through enough to compete is Buffalo. But that's because they got the experience. But they don't have enough collectively to beat the Broncos. They just
don't
don't.
got the defense, Skip.
They don't have enough to beat the Broncos.
So
you say keep him on the side.
Denver's strength ain't running the ball now.
It's not.
No, they can't. So, yeah, Buffalo's okay in pass defense. It's not, they're not the end.
See, but the thing is, I'm telling you, it's smoke and mirrors, man. We all them screen. We screen about 60 yards worth of yards every game.
You sit in there as your number one team seed, get your bye, and just hope to God that Buffalo gets eliminated. That's what you do.
Okay.
Because if Buffalo comes to your house, it's a wrap.
If
This quarterback is on a different planet, Skip. He's on a different planet than every other quarterback in the NFL right now. Have you guys
You
not
love
seen it?
Josh Allen.
Have you not seen it?
Well, we've seen it, but
This guy does stuff.
What do you do? Tell him what he do, Coach.
Everything. What do you want him to do?
Yeah,
He'll
but
run you
he
over, man, and
also-
buy his time.
he
This
had those
Kincaid
games where
hits
he-
knocks. I mean,
where
this guy's a
He does have
monster.
the
Give you the ball away.
Ah, hell that. I'll
He
take
had-
that.
all over.
All right.
You just
if
can't
he
let him
throws
use his
interceptions,
legs. That's what
I'll give him a cup of water myself and get ready to go back in.
You can keep him on the sideline all you want, but he's still going to have, if you keep him on the sideline, he had 9 possessions that game. That's keeping him on the sideline. If you don't keep him on the sideline, he had 12 possessions that game.
You're out.
Either way, if you don't take that fucking ball away, he going to have 40, you know what I'm saying? So
If you give Josh 12 possessions, you're out.
is Josh
You're
Allen
out.
your favorite quarterback in the league?
of course.
Did you rank him number one?
Yeah.
You love
I
him.
don't think it's close.
And by the way, I don't think the MVP is over. We're about to talk about Matt Stafford at Seattle, but listen.
Bo?
Bo, he's rising into the
I
conversation.
thought that's what you was getting at.
There's a horse coming down the stretch.
Josh Allen.
You know, I talk about horse racing, right? There's a horse coming down the stretch with big, long strides, and that's
Big,
Josh
long
Allen.
strides.
I mean, he's coming.
Where Bo at in that race?
Bo faded. He
I
faded
think
out the
he's-
front,
He
first third.
faded?
Yeah, he got
I
no
love
shot.
it.
He got no shot.
Tyler too. I like it. I don't think he got no shot.
Tyler in the back just
Yeah, no
said
shot.
Bo.
I don't think he got no shot.
He's not even on the ballot.
Vegas got him like 5th.
Really?
Fourth.
He is on the
I
ballot.
Right?
think
Vegas
he's
fourth.
fourth.
Shout out my guy,
The Rams get the
MVP.
number 1 seed. Matthew Stafford is the MVP.
Oh, that's easy. That's easy. I
lot
don't think
of
Bo
ball.
gonna win no MVP, but
Yeah.
you know, just
A lot
the
of
fact
me
that,
said this Thursday
just the fact
game
that we
with,
got to sit
Rams
here
playing
and mention
Seattle
his
today.
name.
If
I fuck with
Josh Allen keeps doing what he's doing, they've got at Cleveland, then we got to bet on Eagles at Bills, right?
Yep.
If you win that game, and then they got the Jets at home to close it out. If he keeps on this pace doing what he's doing, he's going to be right in the middle of this MVP.
No, I think Stafford.
I think he's in it now.
Stafford
but
finna stamp it on Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay, he could.
Yeah.
He could.
We will. We're gonna get into that Thursday night game though. But first, thanks to Evans for sponsoring the show. Selling your car can feel tougher than watching your team lose on a last-second field goal, and you don't want to guess. So you want to know your value. That's why I checked Edmunds. Their online car appraisal tool shows you how much your car is worth and even gives you instant offers. It's free and took me about 2 minutes, super easy, and it gave me real clarity on my next move, even before I was ready to sell. So Edmunds has over 50 years of trusted car shopping advice and unbiased experience. So you can buy or sell with confidence even when you're just curious. It's smart to keep tabs on your car's value. Selling your car, make sure you are calling the right play. Go to edmunds.com/appraisal. That's edmunds.com. So we drive it like it is. Thank you guys so much, Edmunds. Now let's get to what we were kind of just talking about, which is the Rams and the Seahawks. And you guys know on Thursday Night Football, this is about to be a battle. Right now, these two teams are 2 Super Bowl favorites. These are the top 2 Super Bowl favorites. So they're going to square off in Seattle on Thursday night. Both teams coming off of wins, with the Rams dominating the Lions and the Seahawks spoiling the return of Phillip Rivers. Big implications in the NFC West as Rams sit in the first place in the West with the tiebreaker over the Seahawks, and then the 49ers just a game back at 10-4. So Aqib, who wins Thursday night, the Rams or the Seahawks? This is about
Rams.
Oh, it's not even a battle, just Rams.
Rams, man.
All
It's in
righty.
Seattle. Stafford go crazy in Seattle, man. He 3-0 since being a Ram in Seattle. They lost in 2022, but he was on the shelf. That was Baker, and Baker lost in overtime. So Sean just always has a good plan in Seattle. Even when I was there, we always went to Seattle and had a good showing. We just
That was ancient history, though.
yeah, but it's still part of Sean history. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
Long as he was there, he know how to go get dubs in Seattle, and
Devontae Adams is hurt.
No.
yeah, it's good. It's almost bad for Seattle that he hurt, because now you don't know how the fuck Sean gonna come attack you in the red zone. Before, at least you knew he going to Devontae. They're gonna run the ball. He gonna throw it to Devontae. Now it's kind of a toss up. You kind of got to play it by ear and see how he want to attack you. See what new shit he drew up. I don't know, man. I think it'll be pretty convincing too.
Did he really?
Yeah, it'll be a low scoring, but
Convincing low scoring. What do you got though? Give me a score.
it'll be like a 19-10.
Oh.
That's pretty convincing.
All right.
A dominant all game. Y'all kick a field goal late and don't get the ball back type game.
Okay.
2 scores.
Coach, how you feeling?
I feel, Stafford was 15 for 28 for 132 TDs. Devontae had 1 catch for 1 yard last time they played for a touchdown. The whole key of the Rams' success will be their ability to run the ball like it always is, and then their ability to do their play actions and their bootlegs. Matthew's probably number 1 or number 2 in the National Football League as far as outside the pocket bootlegs. Sean's always good at designing those plays because they can run the ball. You know, they insert receivers to block safeties, and all of a sudden they pull it out, and there he goes to the high corner. Here comes a low cross. You know, they do a lot of good stuff, man, off the flash.
Getting excited.
That's only if they can run the ball. If they're forcing 3rd down and medium to long, they're not a very good pass-protected team. And Seattle will get after their ass in a big way, seriously. So it's all predicated on 1st and 2nd down for the Rams, typically like it is with every team. And in Seattle, Sam Darnold threw the 4 interceptions last week, and they still had a chance to kick a field goal to win it. That's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I like Seattle at home.
That's half full way to look at
It is. I like Seattle in this game. I like Njigba. I like Sam Darnold's going to bounce back. I love Sean McVay, but I think at Seattle, short week, I think they'll have a great defensive game plan. I think this is a very good defense that can get you a lot of different ways. Fronts, coverages, blitzes. I've always cited Coach McDonald. He is a good defensive football coach, man. He really is. I hated going against him. So I like Seattle. As long as Sam Darnold, in a big game, I know he tends to get the wobbly knees a little bit, Skip. But I think this is going to be his growing up moment. I really think this is going to be a time.
He's going to change.
He won 15 games last year with the Minnesota Vikings.
What did he do in the game to win to get the number 1 seed? What did he do?
Same Darnold.
Same Darnold. What did he do in the first?
I'm just hoping it's a different one, Gerald.
right.
It's time for Sam
It is.
to grow up.
It is.
Have his best game
gonna grow up at the age of 35.
It ain't gonna happen Thursday.
Well, hopefully Kenneth Walker and Charbonnet, I call him Chardonnay. Hopefully they have a big game because that'll help. And then he gets out of the pocket, does some play actions. But I think you're right, though. I think it will be a kind of a low-scoring game. Kicking will be a big key. Punting will be a good. Special teams will be big. But I think Seattle will get it done. I really do. Score?
Have you thought about it?
20-14.
Oh, okay.
Seahawks at home.
Seahawks, okay.
And the lower the total.
Yeah, I got the Rams too. I just looked at the two teams in this year versus playoff teams. Seattle's 3-3. The Rams are 5-2. So they know how to beat good
Hard
teams.
teams.
They know how to beat good teams. This offense averaging 33 points on the road. The Seattle defense is really good. They giving up 17 at home. But it comes down to Matthew Stafford versus Sam Darnold in big games. Games of this magnitude with this much on the line. We've seen one guy throw a no-look in the Super Bowl in a clutch moment, and then we've seen one guy that he calls Sam Darnold. So I'm going with the Rams. I just feel like collectively as a team, they more built for this moment, and they rolling right now. So I'm going to go with the Rams, and I'm going to go 20-13.
20-13.
Low scoring. Skip.
So Coach made really good points about what happened in that first matchup here in Los Angeles. And again, the runaway MVP right now is Matt Stafford. He totaled 130 yards passing against this defense in his house, 130 yards. And at the end of the game, I look at the total yards for the game, and Seattle had 414 to 249 for the Rams. 249. So that defense did a number on the runaway MVP that day. And I watched the game, and I'd pick the Rams because I'm not a big fan of Sam Darnold because he's going to turn into that guy right on schedule. And Rams jump out 14-3, and then here comes Sam, and he does some good things, and then he throws a pick, and then he does some really good things, and then he throws another pick, and then really good, and then 4 picks. 4 picks. How are you going to win a game on the road against your arch rival with 4 picks? Yet it comes down to, I know it was a 61-yard field goal. It was just a little short, but I'm sitting there saying, are they going to steal this game? It's 21-19. Well, if he kills it like you hit your driver, if you just hit it right on the screws.
Right on the button, man.
Hey, right on the button. If Myers catches it just perfect, and it happens to eke over the crossbar, we're having a different conversation, right? So it's barely 21-19. But to all your points, you guys, it's still Sam Darnold. I agree with you. At some point, wouldn't he have one breakthrough where he has just one?
This is it, man. This is it.
How old is he?
29 or something.
29.
Let me
around
look.
for a while.
Young buck.
He's Baker's age. They're 30.
You is who you is. At 30 years old.
He's 28. He's not 30 yet. Give him his 2 years.
All right. But there's no way I'm going to bet on Sam Darnold in a game of this magnitude. So the other thing that disturbs me, you guys have always talked about this is the loudest place to play. And it used to be the toughest place to play until Mike McDonald took over. And under him, they're 8-8 at home. That's their record at home, 8-8. And I just watched a game in which they very nearly lost to Phillip Rivers. And I'll give Sam this. I kept waiting for Sam Darnold to screw that game up at the end.
He almost did.
Not. But he did.
He fumbled on the sideline. Somebody came and tackled him. He fumbled. Luckily, the ball flew out of bounds.
It flew out of bounds.
Yeah, he definitely tried to.
Okay.
He had the football guys on his side. That ball could have flew forward, backwards, or right. It flew left.
Okay. But this Seattle team has been road warriors. Wherever they go on the road, they just go destroy. It's like seek and destroy on the road. But at home, They have a hard time, and they don't score. And that Monday night game against Houston had every chance, and that Houston couldn't protect. And the point is, I just think it's going to be another low-scoring battle, and I'm going with Matthew Stafford, like you guys talked about. So I'm going to go 20-17 visiting team.
Okay, close one though. So the whole chat is agreeing with you guys because they got 70% for the Rams. And the 30% is coach.
All the more reason to take the Seahawks.
Yep.
Chat, you don't know what you're talking about. You just don't know.
And before we move on, one other big picture point about this game. The betting odds right now have Rams, Seahawks as 1-2 to win the Super Bowl. So
Right.
they're 1 and 2. And I look at every power ranking this morning, ESPN, USA Today, and everybody has Rams, Seahawks 1-2. So these are the two best teams in pro football as we speak, right? Maybe you don't believe in the Seahawks, but right now, that's what's happening.
Yep.
So shouldn't this be hailed, hyped as the game of the year in pro football? Shouldn't? And I don't hear any hype about it. I don't hear anybody talking about it.
Me neither.
Right? It's just like, ho-hum, it's another game.
It's just a division game.
Okay,
I hate that
Whoever
it's on
wins is going to
Thursday.
be the division
What's
champ.
that?
I hate that it's on Thursday. This is a game of this magnitude, a division rival for the division. You should have a full week of preparation.
Okay.
The NFL should be ashamed of themselves putting this game on Thursday.
that's
But they
fair.
didn't know they both was going to be 11.
You should know that it's a division game. I mean,
Yeah, but we
don't have a Thursday
we
game.
did not
It's not
expect
fair.
In Carolina.
who cares about that?
Schedule is the schedule.
They should change it. They have,
A flex.
They flex.
Yeah,
You can
Get out
they
of here,
gonna flex the whole day?
yeah, put the
You can
Browns
flex
on Thursday
times.
night.
You can't just, hey, y'all
Flex the
play
whole
Thursday.
day.
Put the
Y'all gonna
Browns
go
on Thursday
this
night,
shit
for
on
God's
Sunday.
sake.
Hey, man, y'all ain't playing on
Yeah.
Thursday. Y'all play
But
Thursday.
Is it? I'm just speculating. I just think about these things. Why is this not captivating the world? Is it because of the two quarterbacks? They're kind of white guy, nice guy quarterbacks without any real cool edge to them.
Because Patrick
I don't
Mahomes
think
just tore
Seattle's
his
the people
ACL.
are taking him as seriously,
Maybe it's
which
that.
is crazy. They
Because
just kind of
Patrick
snuck
Mahomes
in.
tearing his ACL is
Maybe-
a bigger story than this game.
Okay.
Yeah, true.
Michael Parsons tearing his ACL is a bigger story than this game.
Okay, but Joe Burrow has cool edge, right? So we're going to talk about Joe Burrow in just a moment.
Yeah, we are.
All right. And Baker Mayfield, to me, I just love watching him play football because he's got edge to him, right? And I'm never sure what he's going to do. Josh Allen is Superman, and Aaron Rodgers is Aaron bleeping Rodgers, the most transcendent thrower of the football we've ever seen. Okay, so he's got, you want to talk about edge. Aaron's got all kinds of off-field crazy stuff going on. And Bo Nix is fun to watch because he's just hyper and high energy, emotions on sleeve.
Talented.
And he's talented. He is talented. And he's liable to make a play where you say, God, how'd you do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's a great point. Why did they fly under the radar?
I don't know. Matt Stafford throws no looks, but he doesn't captivate. He never says anything in
Matthew
interviews.
Stafford, I was talking to my son about this the other day.
Yeah.
People don't even think about this. Would you ever question Megatron as a wide receiver? Clearly not, because he went into the Hall of Fame, correct? Matthew Stafford threw enough yards to Megatron to get him in the Hall of Fame, and he's still playing.
Yeah.
But Matthew Stafford, for some reason, we not putting him in this. I don't know what it is about him.
Yeah.
But really think about it for a
This
second.
edge or
He threw
something.
enough yards to get Megatron in the Hall.
Because he was so trash
And it's just like,
for so many years, though.
Yeah.
If you just barely make the playoffs and your team is just that trash as a quarterback, it's just hard to put you on that pedestal. Now, he got up out of there, got him a chip.
He got a chip.
Yeah, that's why I say he got up out of there, got him a chip. Then shit, in my book, he turned to a Hall of Famer once he got that chip. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, if he win another one, shit, like, hey, we got.
now we got a conversation
I think
to have about
yeah.
rankings.
He needs
That's
this
what
I'm saying.
He get this MVP and they win another
And they
chip.
win the
Now
chip.
we got a
Oh, shit.
conversation
I'm-
to
Yeah.
be.
Exactly. I think
Yeah.
it's just the win-loss record for the first 12 years of his career. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So pretty bad.
Coach, over the years when I've talked to coaches about Matt Stafford, inside football, they're in awe of him. Like Bruce Arians used to say, there's only one guy I go out early to watch warm up, and it's that guy, Matt Stafford, because he can spin it. I don't know how you feel.
Yeah, when I was coaching with the Jaguars my last year, we played the Lions, and we're side by side, and I heard this ball coming out of this guy's hand. I turned around and watched him throw the ball. He has unbelievable arm talent. I mean, the way the ball comes out, you can just hear it sizzling. Whoosh, then hits the receivers. Boosh. I mean, damn, some bitch could throw it, Aqib, I'm telling you.
That sounds like a comic book.
Thank you for that.
He can throw it. I mean, he is an unbelievable passer of the football. Arm talent. I mean, he effortless too.
And it's insane because it don't look like he got a muscle in his arm. Like it just
It's
like
crazy,
this.
Skip. I done been guarding Calvin Johnson, and he rolled out, and we like right 60 yards deep, and I'm like, wait, if he throw it, then it's just gonna be right here, jump ball, and he done let that shit go, and I was like, oh shit. Me and Calvin got the chopping, threw the shit like 70 yards in the air, so it's crazy. Even in person, it's nuts.
I think the other thing about Matthew, real quick, is mentally and physically tough. He's as tough as they come.
Yeah.
And that's one of the biggest traits you have to have as a quarterback. Physical toughness, you got to be tough. He got killed in Detroit and didn't miss much time. And then mental toughness, take all the beating he took in Detroit and the trade and all that stuff. He just comes to work every day, prepares his ass off, and plays
to
well.
your point, and Skip, you said this for years. Well, you're picking like MVP and stuff, like storylines. People like storylines.
They do.
People forget Matthew Stafford didn't have no training camp. They didn't even know if he was going to play this year. Remember his back?
His back.
Remember they was like,
I
we
was
don't know if
making fun
Matthew
of
Stafford
Gil in
going
the
to play. And the
beginning of the year.
dude
He said,
about
"We're
to
Super
go
Bowl
win
team."
MVP. That's man, Matthew Stafford, he one of them. Yeah.
Okay, so why doesn't he appeal to the chat? See, Matthew Stafford. Why doesn't he captivate the way coaches see this, but the world doesn't see this?
I think he just older. He's just like
maybe that's
on his last legs.
Yeah.
So
But where would you rank him right now in quarterbacks? Would you put him in
he's
top
the runaway
5?
MVP. God,
in the league right now?
Yeah. On body of work, over top 5.
Wherever you want to put your
All right,
five,
behind
he in
Josh,
there.
probably. Josh is number one. My
He
God,
in there.
Josh is up here. Then we start talking about Matthew and
Coach has got a
everybody
crush
else.
on Josh Allen. Okay, so his eyes light up. Now he's like, Josh
right
Allen.
behind Josh.
My God, Josh Allen.
Damn.
Well, but is Matt Stafford the runaway MVP for career achievement? Is that what's happening? Does he just deserve one?
No, I think he got 37 touchdowns, 5 picks.
You got 37
So that's
to 5.
MVP numbers
Yeah.
right there. You know
The
what I'm saying?
numbers and his team
And
will
you
be
number one. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If he go win this game right here, throw 1 or 2 touchdowns, oh, that shit's snapped.
Yeah.
Done.
You would be first place in the whole NFL, definitely in the NFC. With
Numbers to
40
match.
touchdowns, 5 picks.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And
running.
these old school quarterbacks now that just drop back and throw it aren't as exciting as the Josh Allens and the
Okay.
Lamar
he
Jacksons
doesn't
and these
run
guys
at
who
all.
run
That's a
for
good
first
point.
downs.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This guy's, if the rush is coming, he's going to throw it away. I mean, it's 2nd and 10. There is no chance for a spin around, scramble, bomb, sidearm. It's
And
2nd
that's
and
what
10.
gets you going, Coach.
No, I just.
Spin, instead of spin
That
around.
would help sometimes. But yeah, I mean, that's why he was 15 for 28 for 130. You know,
Yeah.
Seattle brings that pressure.
They
He's going to
did.
throw it away.
Yeah.
But he's going to be consistent. He's not going to turn the ball over, and he'll make the tight window throws and the no-look throws. I mean, he's an amazing player. I mean, he's
Yeah.
right there, top 2 or 3 in the league.
But see, the chat wants to do Jackson Dart or even J.J. McCarthy because
Exactly.
they're a
The
little
Dorsey,
crazy.
yeah, they're
you
all
know?
crazy.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about Joe Cool a little bit and Lamar
Yeah.
Jackson because those are definitely quarterbacks that love to pull some media attention. We're always talking about them. So the Ravens defense put on a show, shutting out Joe Burrow. This is the first time ever in his career. So Joe Burrow had alarming comments last week that had people questioning where his head was at and his future in Cincinnati. And he clarified post-game that they had nothing to do with being in Cincinnati and were solely based on his mental state, which we were all very concerned about. So here was Jamar Chase on the rough loss and the headspace of his longtime friend, Joe Burrow.
If I'm being honest, I never been in a situation with him where I had to uplift him. You know what I'm saying? But going forward, I might need to, because he does it to me at the end of the day, and you never know what he might be going through. So I might need to start doing that, you know?
So we always call him Joe Cool. But right now, things are a little down. He's not looking super Joe
Sad.
Cool. Joe Sad. So, Skip, what is going on with Joe Burrow?
I'm going to say this first. I hope this isn't going on. I hope he's not turning into just another pouty diva who wallows in this public self-pity. I don't want to hear that.
That's fair.
But I don't think that's happening. This is what happened to me. Joe came into this year thinking Super Bowl, that he had the team around him, obviously the receivers, to go win it all. He got to one, didn't close the deal, and Aqib and I both thought before the year they had the goods to go win it all. We both picked Cincinnati. They win their first 2 games. He's 2-0. He gets hurt. He misses 9 games. He comes back. They're 3-8. barely hanging on, and he sees an opportunity. He's looking at the division. He's looking at Pittsburgh and Baltimore struggling, and he says, you know what? I can do this. We can do this. We're going to win out. We're going to win the division, and here we go. And he goes to Baltimore on Thanksgiving night, and he's Joe Cool. He puts on a Joe Burrow show, as did the team. They win it going away 32-14, and I sat back, or you sat back and said, oh, he is back, baby. Here we go. So now they got to go to Buffalo. It's that guy. It's Superman. And he's got Superman pinned down. He's got him, and they're counting out Superman. And it's 28-25 with 5:25 left in the game. And Joe Burrow, of all quarterbacks, makes one careless little mistake on a corner blitz. He says, I'm just going to push pass it over to Jamal. I'm just going to kind of shot put it over. And Christian Benford goes up and snatches it out of the sky and keeps running for a pick six. And Joe Burrow's shocked, shell-shocked, and next play comes right back, and it tipped up in the air, intercepted again. And he shook it off, and he still came back and put on a big, spectacular drive, touchdown, but it wasn't enough. So they lose 39-34 at Buffalo, season over. And I just think he was devastated by that, because this kid will compete. And I think I think he was ashamed of what he did, and it was like, I did that? How could I do that? Back-to-back interceptions, especially the first one. And so he came out in a home game against Baltimore this past Sunday, no touchdowns, 2 picks, gets shut out for the first time in his career, has a QBR of 21, and I didn't watch it closely. I had one eye on it, and I know his game, and I know his body language. He just wasn't into it. He was half-hearted the whole game, and his team responded in kind, half-hearted. It was a mail-it-in kind of a game. And I can't defend that, but this was a team whose season had been shattered, a team with Super Bowl hopes that had nothing more to play for. And again, I'm not defending Joe on this count because I didn't love it, but I did understand it, because high hopes for the Super Bowl, high hopes to come back and steal the division, and it went up in smoke in one little careless mistake of a moment that he hasn't yet gotten over. I just think it's about competing, and he got his guts ripped out. That's what I think happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it goes back to last year. You know what I'm saying? He had high hopes for the year. You lose a bunch of games. You finish strong as hell, think you have a chance to get all the way to the last game of the season, got a chance to get in the tournament.
He balled out in there.
You don't. But then you want that momentum. Okay, we're going to look at the glass half full, like Coach do, you know. You want that momentum to carry on to the next year. You start the next year, feel like you're playing, you feel pretty good about it. Boom, you get hurt. Then you by the time you come back, you want whoever the backup quarterback is, win 3 games. Give me some type of chance to have a playoff comeback. When I get back, you come back, you're pretty much out of it. Now you're in the same boat you was in last year. You got to win out again. Then you had a game where, he shot put, throw a pick, and now it's over again. I think he's just super frustrated with the past 2 seasons, himself, his team, with everybody, man. So then you had a little cryptic message, interview, and it's just, the frustration is just there. So, you have a terrible day at the office. That's not abnormal, Everybody have a day like that. Jeter had a day like that. I done had a day like that. You know what I'm saying? But with the Dolphins, Cardinals, Browns, that's remaining on your schedule. He a true pro. I think he come back, finish strong, and try to take that momentum into the next year.
Yeah, he's got to get some momentum back.
Got to try to find something good about it.
Losing is poisonous, man. It has a major effect on great competitors. He's a great competitor, obviously, so when they get knocked out of the playoffs, he's definitely going to be a little bit down and shaken. It's dark in Cincinnati in the morning. You get up, it's getting colder. You're going to work again, the same people. You see the same quarterback coach, the same coordinator. It gets to be a little bit monotonous, especially if you're not playing for your ultimate goal, and that's division championships and Super Bowls, right? Now you're knocked out of that, so he's probably a little depressed. Probably was a little rain on the street. Maybe had a tough drive in. A little emotional, Joe. Chill out, all right? You're still a starting quarterback, and your team relies on you and your passion for their game and the energy that you bring to the table. They rely on you.
That's a lot
You
of
can't
pressure.
have Can't have press conferences like that.
No.
Much as I love you, Joe, you can't do that, man. That's too
Agreed.
depressing.
Yeah.
I know Cincinnati can be dark and nasty sometimes. You just lost, but it can't happen. So moving forward, they got to help them. You know, just like Mahomes and the Chiefs, they got to help them out. The offensive line has been brutal, and the defense hasn't been very good. But you can't have your cake and eat it too. Sometimes you got to make up for it. Sometimes you got to be Superman and not have a great old line, and maybe not a great receiving core, maybe not a great defense.
Yep.
But you're going to find a way victory. Find a way to get it done. Unfortunately, he missed a lot of time this year. I think he'll have time to reflect, get himself 100% healthy. I know the Brown family, the Cincinnati Bengal owners, it's a good place in Cincinnati. I'm tired of all the negative things about it. They paid Jamar, they paid Higgins, they paid Burrow, they paid Hendrickson, they gave everything he wanted. They do have to add some more pieces in the draft. They got to draft better. And then they'll be back next year. I mean, the division's wide open next year. Pittsburgh's not all that. Aaron Rodgers, 41, right? Baltimore's having their issues. Cleveland might be an up-and-coming team with their defense, but it's just a tough time when you lose and you're knocked out of the playoffs for everybody. But I think he'll be fine. Just cheer up a little, Joe. Bring the energy the last 3 weeks. Have your young players play hard for you. That's what it's all about. Clap your hands, put a smile on your face, and enjoy the best game there is to play in the world.
It is.
I feel that, Coach. And I agree with everybody. It's one element that you guys didn't mention. Joe Burrow, a lot of people can argue that last season he had in college, one of the best seasons we ever seen from a quarterback.
I think it was the best.
Okay, so this is what he knows. Okay, he comes in his rookie year, he gets hurt. What does he do his second year? He go all the way to Super Bowl. If you ever tasted Wagyu steak and then you got to go back to Applebee's, you know, like Aqib started like that, and then what did he start doing? He started winning. When you listen to what Joe Burrow said, he said, if I'm not having fun doing this, then why am I doing it? Losing sucks. Everybody can't be me. And when I say Gerald, I never tasted winning. So I always had to find a way to have fun doing what I was doing. This game is entirely too difficult to get up day in and day out and lose. You got injuries, he's getting injured. He tasted going to the Super Bowl. He didn't finish it. But now look at what's happening with him. He's been there. He don't know what it's like to never get there and have to find a way to be happy every day, find a way to get up every day. I got to compete. They saying we not this. They saying I'm not that. I done tore my shoulder up. I done tore my knee up. I done tore my foot up. We did all this preparation. We done lost again. I get up. We go, I pull my calf. I go meeting room. We study. We lost again. We lost again. He's at the point to where he said, if it's not fun, then why am I doing it? He has to find a way to love the game, like Coach said. He knows what winning feel like. Lieb went from here to knowing what winning feel like. That's why he carried himself the way he carried himself. He knows that winning is fun. It's a completely different feeling. He hasn't had to go through figuring out how to enjoy this game through the injuries, through your team not being good, through us getting booed. We can't figure out how to get an O-line. We can't do none of that. You got to find a way to enjoy the game. That is difficult. I tore my bicep tendon in the third play of a game one time and played the whole game. You know why? It's Monday Night Football. I love this game. Forget this bicep tendon. Tape it up. I want to go play. This game is too hard to not be having fun. So if he's saying, if I'm not having fun, then what am I doing it for? Everybody's trying to psychoanalyze all this, man. He know what winning felt like. He's a winner. He's been there. But now this is where he's at. He keep dealing with injuries, and his team is trash. So he's going through all this, I'm not having fun because, you know why? Because losing sucks.
Yeah.
I think they'll be back.
Sucks.
They'll be back.
I think there's still a little hope in Cincy. Like, it would be worse if you're the Browns. But there's hope in you have Jamar Chase and T. Higgins you're
but
throwing
I'm saying,
to.
when we look at the interview, when we talk about what's going on with Joe Burrow, that's what it is. He's won before. I've been in the Super Bowl. And now look at where we at, and we shouldn't be here. Because when you win, I can't attest to it. You won a Super Bowl. You know what winning feel like. It's fun.
So you just always had Applebee's. You ain't got to the Wagyu.
I never got to the Wagyu.
No Wagyu.
So I had to enjoy. Hey, listen, I had to learn how to put. Listen, Applebee's. I had to learn. Listen, if I'm at Applebee's Hey, bring me some honey mustard. I need no ketchup. Let me get ranch this time.
Hey,
all right, you know what?
I like
Season
that.
a little bit more.
Truffle
Yeah,
my fries.
This time I'm gonna have some fries. I don't want that this time. I want the steak, but bring me macaroni this time. I haven't went to Nobu. I never got to experience Nobu. He has at college and in the pros.
Yeah,
I'm not going back to Applebee's. This is terrible. And then I'm going back to Applebee's, and I don't know if my car gonna go through. Oh no. I ain't doing it.
Are you saying he's a little spoiled then?
No, I'm saying he's a winner. He's a winner. And he's saying, I'm going through injuries and we're not winning. If I'm not having fun, then why am I doing it?
Do you remember what he said on that Thursday night he returned on Thanksgiving night at Baltimore on the field before the game when he got interviewed? He said, we're so blessed to play a little kid's game.
I know, and then it...
And here we flipped because losing...
You know why? When he said, when he said, what happened? What was he doing the interview for? What did they just do? They just won.
No,
that was before the game.
Right before he came
back.
back.
I thought you talking about afterwards.
He was so happy to come back and play.
Oh, well, I can tell you why. Let me tell you why. When I went to the Raiders, I got injured playing at the Cowboys.
Yeah.
The game got taken away from me. When I went to the Raiders, I went during training camp and I was still like ramping up, so I didn't get to practice and stuff. But when I did get to actually start practicing, I didn't practice with the defense. I was on the scout team. I was with the threes. But what I was doing, I was practicing as if the game had just got taken from me.
Yeah.
So when he's saying that, I'm back out here. The game got taken away from me. So my newfound love for this game
is just to be back on the
just
field.
to be back on the field.
Right.
You have a different type of feeling. So when I first got to the Raiders, like, man, this dude, look at how he practicing. That's because I set out. I love this game. I don't care what y'all want me to do. Y'all want to be scout team? Cool. I'm going to tear this starting O-line up and get them ready for the game. Because you just happy to be back out playing the sport.
And then after we won Super Bowl, right? Then we backdoored that with 2 trash years. Peyton retired. We had 2 bad years in Denver. So I went through that frustrating shit, and I was an asshole at work. I'm calling everybody out. You know what I'm saying? That shit trash. Vance was our head coach. He had to deal with me. Coach, what the fuck is we doing? Yeah. Are we tanking or what? Like, I'm to the point where they were like, oh, we got to trade leave. Let's get him up out of here.
Who was your, I don't remember the quarterbacks, those 2 years.
Trevor Siemian and Tall Buddy.
And Brock Oswald.
Yeah.
No, matter of fact, Brock got paid. Brock got paid and left after we won the chip.
Oh, yeah.
So it was Trevor Siemian and maybe in Trevor both years, I think. I don't even know.
You don't remember. The quarterback of your team.
Very frustrating 2 years.
Because you knew what that winning felt like. And then you went back
to that Applebee's shit and yep.
That ain't Joe.
It was very hard and it was a lot of frustration. It wasn't just me, it was a whole lot of frustration in that building because we just wasn't used to that. You know?
Were you healthy? Were you still, like, you was playing?
Oh, I was Pro Bowl and everything.
That's what I'm saying.
I was playing good.
With all this happening, Joe been in and out of the lineup. He been hurt.
But that's what's tough,
rehab.
Too. Like, a lot of it's been your performance, too. So you also got to take ownership and be like, I want to be better. It's not like last year, he was balling out and they still didn't make the playoffs. I'd be pissed. I'm frustrated. You're doing everything you can. This is a little bit on you, too. So you got to own some of that a little bit.
And not to mention it's week 14, though. And it's late in the year. And the coaches are on the chopping block. So their doors are shut during the day. They're on the phone talking to their other coaches. Hey, if I get fired, man, you're going to get me on your staff. Yeah. And people are questioning the game plan. Like you said, what the hell kind of, I ain't running this shit again. It hadn't worked in 3 weeks. Why are we going to run it again?
Exactly.
And there's not a lot of
camaraderie.
Not a lot of excitement coming to work.
Yeah.
But that'll pass.
You said something important, though, Coach, man. If you're the leader of the team, as much as this sounds crazy, you're not allowed to have a bad day.
I know. That's tough.
You just not, especially not like that.
He needs to be in some.
You got to find a way to compartmentalize it.
That's what I liked about Jamar. Jamar's like, I didn't even know about it. That's not like him at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
By the way, just a quick point. All this disrespect of Applebee's. I always thought Applebee's was pretty good. I did.
The
it
2
might
for
be
20?
until you taste Wagyu at Nobu.
Huh?
Until you taste Wagyu at Nobu.
But Applebee's, let's give them a break, man. And
I kind of skipped the Applebee's stage, Skip. Mine was eat at home, straight broke, to straight rich.
Chili's or Applebee's? Chili's or Applebee's?
I skipped the mid stage. Straight broke to straight rich.
I got close. I was Texas Roadhouse for a little bit.
Ooh.
you know, Texas Roadhouse, man, shoot.
Them rolls at Texas Roadhouse.
And
Hey, Texas Roadhouse, come holler at Underdog, man.
Yeah,
Kinsey will
seriously.
read you something.
Bring me some rolls. Bring me some rolls.
I see we got a new sponsor, too.
Yeah,
We gotta flip
Texas
that
Roadhouse.
in real
Yeah.
quick.
Y'all see Kinsey, she do her thing, man. Just throw us a little.
Get us some rolls. All right, guys, let's get to some college football because before the season started, Arch Manning was potentially being looked at as the #1 draft pick, okay? But now Arch has decided not to declare and return to Texas. Arch's dad, Cooper Manning, broke the news to a reporter over a text message that his son would be returning to the Longhorns, and Arch really seemed to be figuring things out down the stretch and almost pushed Texas into the playoffs, which some people still believe that they belonged in. So, Jay, what does it tell you that the preseason Heisman favorite and projected first pick in the draft will play another year at Texas?
I think it's the only decision. It's
Okay.
a great decision. I think he needs another year. He came out of high school as kind of a small high school in Texas. He kind of dominated, right? And then he comes into the
New Orleans.
tough Texas New Orleans.
Yeah.
Now he comes to Texas. He sat behind Quinn Ewers. He started this year. He started out pretty slow. Took a lot of hits. He's only 21 years old.
Yeah.
He's getting $3.5, $4 million a year NIL money. There is no rush to go to the NFL draft right now. Let's go out, have another good year. You have a very good offensive coach. You have good offensive weapons coming back. Texas, he's got to take Texas to a SEC title.
Yep.
He's got to take him to the tournament, right? That's what he's there for. It might even take him 2 years. I think it's a great move by him. I think he's got a lot of time to develop. He needs to work on a lot of things now. I don't think he's ready to be a #1 pick. You're taking him #1 pick based on his family history and based on what he could be right now, not what he is right now. What he is right now is a very young, inexperienced coach or a player who needs a lot of time to work on. Got a great skill set, got a great family, but he does have a long way to go. I think it's a great move, and hopefully he can take Texas to the promised land. That's the ultimate goal. And the Manning stayed in college. Eli and Peyton, they stayed in their entire time. So I think it's a great move by him, and I think it's really the only move.
Especially now that you're making so much money.
I mean, he's got Uber, he's got Red Bull. I mean, he got all kinds of stuff. And he's going to Texas. 21 years old.
Your dream.
Why the hell would you want to go get
Oh,
drafted
yeah,
by an NFL team and deal with this Week 16? Oh my God, I don't even want to play right now. Go to Texas, have some fun, have another
He's
year.
probably going to make more
Party
money
in
next
college.
year than he would as the #1 pick.
Exactly.
Right?
Same amount. Shit.
Well, the whole key about getting drafted at court is the second contract. You know, you got to get to that second contract as fast as you can. The first one, you know, I can still play college and get that. But I think it's a great move.
It just showed me how powerful the NIL is nowadays, man. It's, like Coach said, it's you in no rush to go to the league because you make more money in college. You know what I'm saying? Especially as a Arch Manning at Texas, the cash is going to be crazy. So he didn't have the type of season that he wanted to have this year. He'll have a better opportunity having that next year. And I'm pretty sure if he would have went to the draft, he might not have been the first quarterback, but he still was going to go first round. He would have been late first round, making less money. So it just don't add up to me. You know what I'm saying? I know it ain't really about the money for a guy like Arch, but it just don't add up, man. Let me go polish my game a little bit more and try to be the #1 pick. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a good decision by him, good decision by his family, and I'm sure they all had input in it.
The ability to get better from your first year to second year as full-time starter is going to be quite significant.
Yeah, it is.
This thing happens so fast. He backed up Ewers and played a little bit. Then this is his first game he played in Ohio State, for God's sakes. Jesus. Then he got to play Florida. They're coming after him like a madman, you know. So it's going to be a great experience. He's going to just get better and better and better, and then obviously refine his skills, which he has to do.
A couple of different things. The power of a name.
Yeah.
The Manning. And preseason, anything preseason is all speculation. We don't know. We don't know. You still got to go out there and play. And when he's a Manning and you put all this stuff on him, we can't put our expectations on somebody else. And then when he don't live up to what we thought he should have been, now we like, oh, well, he ain't. Okay, what did Arch show y'all last year that made y'all put him at all these preseason? He's gonna be the Heisman. He played good with a bunch of talented players around him in games where they blowing people out and beating on bad teams. So what did we see where we like Arch is gonna be this and that? We haven't seen him play football yet. But now that we have, what comes with being a Manning? He's a Manning. You got two uncles that are one is in the hall, one is gonna be in the hall. both won Super Bowls. This is a family thing. So if he jumps to the NFL, all these other expectations come with it. And I'm thinking about his mindset. My redshirt sophomore year, after we played Florida National Championship, I was projected to be the first tackle off the board. You know what I knew mentally up here? Because this is what most of the NFL pro game is. It's up here. You have to, have confidence, know how to play the game, know how to prepare, all of that. But a lot of it is toughness up here. I knew personally, could I play? Yes, but I wasn't strong enough up here. I wasn't ready. With everything that is going to come with being Arch Manning, he has to be ready for that. Kurt Warner and Tom Brady talk about it all the time. I'm sure Coach has seen it. There's a quarterback development issue right now because everybody's rushing what's the rush? They both said, what is the rush? Like, why are we rushing him to the pros? Take your time, get better, so when he does hit the NFL, now as a Manning, I didn't had good games, I done had bad games. I didn't learn, I done prepared myself mentally. Now I'm ready. So, like they said, this is the best decision he could have made. Get better. He's making a lot of money. I mean, shoot. Be a man. He's been rich his whole life. So
I don't think he needs a lot of
money.
money.
Like it ain't.
Everybody need a lot of money.
Well, hey.
No, you
that Texas
no, you've been rich for a long time, Skip. You feel me? But
I didn't grow up rich.
That Texas Longhorn money is the truth, so he good.
Yeah. So, in a way, I felt sorry for this kid being a Manning because coming out of that little private school in New Orleans, he was it, man. He was the #1 recruit, and everybody said he had Eli's arm. Peyton didn't have a great arm, but great passer, obviously. He played with him. But that he was an Eli Peyton passer, but he got his granddaddy's speed. And I know Archie, and I'm old enough to have seen Archie. Listen, Archie, do you remember Archie running the football at Ole Miss? My God, he was a terror. And this kid's got it all. He's got the combination of all the skills, and he's got next. And he goes to Texas, and it was a huge recruiting battle because I thought he'd go to Tennessee where Peyton went or Ole Miss where Eli went. And I was shocked because we love University of Oklahoma, so I'm like, oh, God, now we got to deal with this guy for 3 years. I'm thinking the next 3 years we're going to have to deal with him, and then he'll be gone. And guess what happened? He goes to Texas, and he didn't start. And wait, Quinn Ewers has beat out this kid. This is it. He's got next. Quinn Ewers is playing. I never was afraid of Quinn Ewers. I don't know about you. He ended up being a 7th-round pick of the Dolphins, 3rd-string quarterback of the Dolphins. When Oklahoma was playing Texas and it's Quinn Ewers, I'm good. I'm not on the edge of my seat. And then the second year comes, and Quinn Ewers is still playing. And I'm like, good for us. But what happened to Arch? Well, Sarkisian's not seeing it in practice, right? He doesn't have it. He's not next. What? So he sat for 2 years. What golden boy quarterback comes out of high school football and sits for 2 years? It just doesn't. It doesn't happen, right? And to your point, he got to play a little bit in blowouts, but mainly they just use him as a designated runner the year before. And then here he comes, and to your point, he gets thrown to the Wolves at Ohio State against that defense because it's just hellacious what they do and the way they can scheme people and screw people up and man, they got talent and they got experience, and he had a long, hard day. And then they got a home game. I watched all these games, but against UTEP, they played UTEP and Austin, and he just stunk, man. Inaccurate, no command, no feel, no poise, and had had a QBR of 24, and all the college QBRs are like off the charts usually. And then you pointed out they go to Florida, and he just gets his ass kicked. He gets sacked 6 times and throws 2 picks, and they're throwing the kitchen sink at him, and he can't handle any of it, and he's just drowning at Florida. And then over the last 7 games, starting with our game, the Oklahoma game, he played pretty well against Oklahoma. And then he got hotter and hotter, and he had 346 passing yards at Mississippi State and 328 against my Commodores at home and 389 against Arkansas. And I started to say, okay, I see that, and I see that. And they lost at Georgia badly, but they just got outclassed as a football team because Georgia is really, really good, and it looks like they're going to win it all again, but that was 35-10. So the point is, the reason he went back is because he was going to be a third-round pick. That's
Hell no.
Yeah, he was. But I mean, yes, he was. This year he would have been. No, nobody's seeing enough. There's not enough. He's inaccurate. I'm just telling you, maybe second, but he wasn't going to be a first-round pick.
First-round pick, late.
Maybe.
Rams would have came and got him.
Maybe. I don't listen.
talk
What's
like
the
you know.
number one trait of
do know.
playing quarterback? What's the number one thing you have to be? Accurate.
Winnability.
No, accurate. You have to be able to throw it straight.
You have to be able to win games.
You got to be able to hit it right there.
The reason I agree that he could have happened is because we've seen way worse get drafted in the first.
Bro, he'll win the first. It's not like he having a bad year. He got 3,000 yards, 24 touchdowns, 7 picks.
Yeah.
This year, he mobile. He the new age quarterback. He mobile. Bro, Sean would be like, hey, I could do numbers with him.
And who keeping him out?
And,
What other
he gonna,
quarterbacks is?
I'm gonna sit him on the bench and let him do his grooming, his learning years on my bench under my system until Matt Stafford done. Bro, Sean would love that.
Man.
Crazy.
Yeah.
First round. What else they gonna draft first round?
Yeah, what other quarterbacks?
What else they need? They're not in desperate need of no other position. All they trying to do is who's going to take Matt Stafford's spot when he done. That's what I'm looking for. If Matt Stafford if Arch would have been there at pick, whatever they have, 29, 30.
Yeah.
But they grabbing Arch quick.
If you watched him, you'd say he's not accurate.
I watched
He'll
him.
throw 4 or 5 mystery balls a game where you're like, what? Dirt balls, wild high balls, what? But he's got a nice
Every quarterback gonna have some type of flaws. I mean, even the Indiana, right? He real good, right? Well, where was he last? Why is he just popping out?
Well, he was at Cal, so.
Well, yeah. Why Cal wasn't good?
He was good at
Why
Cal.
weren't you good nowhere else? Why didn't I hear of you before this year? Because you just wasn't that good.
No, the team, but he's accurate.
I mean, that's you accurate, but he didn't have Cal in the playoffs and because you're not winning games. You ain't had Cal in the spotlight because their record wasn't good enough because that winnability, Skip. So
I got it. Well, you don't think Mendoza didn't have winnability at Cal?
Was they winning?
No, but they didn't have a very good team around.
Shit, what you gotta do sometimes? Cause sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas, huh? Coach.
That would help.
Sometimes you got to do this shit yourself.
That's exactly
Josh
what
Allen do it.
Josh Allen do it, right? Hey, come on, man. What we say? Hey,
I just feel like
sometimes you just got to get it done.
And I'm with you, but I'm just saying, I think you got to play that position. There can't be any. Would you say Patrick Mahomes got? You said would you say he's scared?
Spooked.
Spooked.
You can't be spooked, man. You can't be
he meant
spooked.
that
Yeah. And Art sometimes just looks spooked. And you can't be that.
Was he spooked versus OU?
I just telling you, I've seen Texas play.
Hey, Texas is a supremely talented football team.
Okay, guys.
Their offensive line's not very good. Okay, go.
95% of the chat said it's a good move, which you guys all said it's a good move too.
Definitely.
All we know, he's staying back in college. I think it's a great move. So let's move on to one other topic before we get out of here because we got to hit this one because I feel like we're all sleeping on the Jags. Why do we not talk about the Jags more? Trevor Lawrence put on a show. He had 6 touchdowns versus obviously it's the Jets, but 6 touchdowns is crazy. The Jags are now 10.
And you didn't start him, right?
45 points. I'm out of the playoffs. I'm out. I'm done. I lost.
Who you started over him?
Joe Burrow. Got me 7 points.
God,
7 points.
That's bad GM.
Really
But would you have ever? You would have played Trevor
I
Lawrence?
wouldn't have did that.
After that interview,
All right, don't play me.
you watched the interview and said, start him.
I really thought Joe Burrow, you just can't bet against him. He's a dog. Trevor Lawrence, I never said that's a dog. I picked him up one year because I needed a quarterback, and then he's on my
you know what
bench.
Trevor Lawrence got? One state championship, one national championship. See, I'm riding with them kind of guys, them the kind of quarterbacks who I want right there. You know what I'm saying? Completion percentage and all, I don't give a fuck about that.
So you're riding with
Did you win the high school chip? Did you win the college chip?
Yeah.
I like them kind of
Wait,
quarterbacks.
did Bo Nix win the high school and the college chip? No. Wait, he
Skip.
didn't win any chips.
I ain't win shit.
But he's got wins.
Might get one this year. He won a lot of games though.
Oh, all right. I want to see what Trevor's teammate has to say about him because ETN was talking about like, dang, my quarterback.
Back in 22, Trevor got hot in the second half of the year. Does this kind of feel similar to that in a little bit? I mean, obviously, I know different plays, different games and stuff, but just him starting to get on a roll at the most important times, it feels similar?
Nah, not at all. I don't think I ever seen Trev like this. You know, and I feel like we won a national championship together, and I feel like he's just out there. He's on fire, man. Like, you seen it. He rolled out again, and he just kind of stopped and just, Parker's down there somewhere, you know, and he launched it, and Parker made a great catch. So, man, I'm just grateful that I'm on his team, and the growth that I've seen through him, from him, man, it's just unbelievable, and it forces everybody else to step up their game as well.
So, Lieb, are we kind of overlooking Jags as an AFC threat, or are you still just like, no?
I think they definitely flying under the radar. They're a damn good football team, and it seemed like we used to talk about them every day. Then Travis got hurt, and we just stopped talking about him, you know what I'm saying? So they had their hype
Which
man.
was weeks ago.
Yeah. They had their hype man as Travis that kept him in the spotlight. He went down, and they went to the same old Jags, you know what I'm saying? They just kind of went off the radar. But they winning games, man, and good as Trevor playing, I think it's the takeaways, it's the turnover differential that's doing numbers for them, you know what I'm saying? They got 26 takeaways. They're not a top 10 passing team.
26 is second in the league to the Bears.
Exactly. They got 26 takeaways, and they're not a top 10 passing team. They're not a top 10 rushing offense.
No.
But they're a top 10 scoring offense. You know what I'm saying? That's straight because of the takeaways. You know what I'm saying? They take the ball away, get extra possessions, great field position. And they also number one in run defense.
Stopping the run.
Very, very quietly. You know what I'm saying? Number one stopping that run. So those two stats alone, those translate to wins, man. So, hey, they're a damn good football team, and I think they are flying under the radar. I don't think they mind flying under the radar neither. Teams like to fly under the radar and just stack wins, and have a nice positive building. But, hey, Skip, they got their fucking hands full this week. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you that right now. We got a top 3 coach in the NFL. We don't let nobody fly under the radar, man. He prepared for everybody.
That is true.
We will be prepared
On
for the
this one,
Jags.
I agree with you. I ain't
We'll be
betting nothing
prepared
on
for the
no
Jags.
Jacksonville this
You
week.
got Broncos this week?
Oh,
And we'll see how good Trevor is.
Yep, I agree.
This weekend.
That is true.
Where's it at?
Where you think it's at?
They play every game at Denver. Did you
Play everything at Denver. All the playoff games, everything.
Man, Lee would be here on Monday with a Denver jersey on.
Who I'm thinking about wearing? Maybe I might wear Garrett Bowles. I might show the O-line.
How about Riley Moss?
I already wore Riley.
Yeah,
I wore
Riley.
Riley. I might re-rock. I might come Bow. I feel like he's going to have another 4 touchdown.
He might.
I like the Jags. I think the 2 moves they made during the season was getting Jacoby Myers, which is huge, another weapon. And then, of course, Newsom the corner, which they need another corner. So now they have a couple good corners. They had good pass rush. They got the first-round pick, Trayvon Walker. They got Josh Hines Allen rushing the passer. Not great sack production, but they do disrupt. Hamilton in the middle is a very good run player, and Eric Armstead's a big physical guy who creates havoc up the middle. So this team is dangerous, right? They can run the ball okay. They got ETN, but Trevor Lawrence is the key. He always has been. He's been the most roller coaster type quarterback I've ever seen in my lifetime.
Really?
Even at Clemson, he looks, oh my God, this is the best player I've ever seen. Who the hell is this guy? I mean, his only playoff game against the Chargers. He threw 4 picks in the first half, brings them back 27-0, wins the game. That's the story of Trevor's game. However, Liam Cohen has done a great job with this guy. He's calmed him down. He's calmed his feet down. He is playing with a world of confidence, and that means a lot for a quarterback. The team is totally behind him. The team has confidence in him. The coaches have confidence in the quarterback, and that could pose a problem for a lot of teams. I mean, these guys are dangerous, man. I mean, they really are. Parker Washington's a tough kid out of the backfield. Their tight end is okay. He's a pretty good player. I mean, defensively, they're just going to frustrate you. I mean, they beat the Chiefs when the Chiefs were at the top of their game. I mean, this team is dangerous. Don't sleep on them, Aqib. I think I'm going to take the Jaguars as an upset this week.
Whoa.
Are you really?
Okay, maybe to cover. Maybe to cover. What's the line? What's the line?
Whoa.
What's the line?
Hey,
I got Seahawks.
I'll take the points. I'll take the points. How's that?
I know.
Hey,
He riding with the underdogs this week.
ET had said this ain't the same Trevor. I haven't seen this guy.
Yeah.
You know the difference?
3-point home favorite, Broncos.
Liam Cohen.
Yeah.
If we talk about the Jags, and we've been talking about Ben Johnson and all.
I agree.
Listen, at the end of Coach of the Year, Kyle Shanahan, with what he had to deal with to get that team to 10 wins, we keep crowning Ben Johnson and Liam Cohen. This team has 10 wins. They haven't had 10 wins since 2008. they've only had 10 wins 7 times in the history of their organization. And Liam Cohen did that in his first year. Last year, what were they? 26 in scoring offense. They're 8th right now. 27th in scoring defense. They 10th right now. The job that Liam Cohen is doing with this group is exceptional. He should be in the running for Coach of the Year, man. He got Trevor playing at a different level, and that's the difference. Sometimes it takes the coach, how you drawing it up, the position you putting them in, how you teaching them, what are they learning? So yeah, they had
Were we
threats.
mad at him earlier in the year because he wasn't putting Travis Hunter on defense? You guys,
I think
yeah, but
you
that
guys
was
were a
about
little
Travis
pissed off.
Hunter.
I think the offense kind of flowed better without Travis.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like he just kind of he just got to exhale and got to
Yeah.
just do his thing instead of worried about getting this one certain guy involved. And it was just a lot.
I forgot all
for him, I
about
think.
Travis Hunter. I didn't even know who you were talking about. I forgot all about Travis Hunter. Not even needed. Isn't that crazy?
And we were saying
They should have just let him.
we
play
were
that
just
corner
saying
and
we
let him
were
rock out.
saying. Well, remember Liam Cohen's an offensive guy. We
Yeah.
were saying put him on defense. Then you ain't got to worry about this. So
So as much as I agree with you about Liam Cohen, he's been Ben Johnson to Caleb to Trevor Lawrence. I still look at Trevor Lawrence and the roller coaster keeps rolling. And he's 21st in QBR, career low completion percentage, career high in sacks. So it's not like he's threatening to win MVP quietly. He's better. I'll give you overall better. But the defense has been carrying this team, and the takeaways carry this team, and that's what's scary to me. But I got to say it, we're talking all about Jacksonville. Houston's the team in this division.
Yes.
Talk about under the radar. They're leading the league in points allowed by a lot. They got the best defense by far, to me. And CJ quietly is 10th in QBR, so I'm not saying he's having a great year because he's not. But it's good enough, and he got Nico back in gear, and that Woody Marks is running the ball. They're going to win this division. That's what I
didn't they? Jags beat them once, and the Texans beat them once, right?
Yeah.
They split, and the Jags had like a 3-touchdown lead, and Houston came back late in the fourth quarter. So.
They did.
They had 3 touchdown lead on the best defense in the league.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, but
Exactly.
Houston's got
I didn't say the best defense in the league.
Houston's got Vegas left, and then at Chargers and Indy, and I just think they're going to win those 3, and they're 9-5. They're right on their tail, 10-4. So I don't know. I just like what the Texans. I like their backbone. I like their head coach. I just like they just got a swagger to them on defense, but they are serious business on defense.
I don't know, Lee. Remember, y'all need to lose one before the playoffs. This might be because they're not gonna lose to the Chiefs.
It's the Chargers. We put our feet up. You know what I'm saying? Lose it on purpose in the street.
So you don't want this one? You're gonna say Chargers?
Nah, we ain't playing. When them cold teams come in here, it's statement game. We show the world. And we ain't playing with no motherfucking Jags. Sean he gonna beat the shit out of Liam.
But the Chargers aren't a cold team.
Chargers, we'll be done clinched the first seed. It ain't gonna matter if we lost or not. So we'll use that week to break the streak. You know what I'm saying?
And not play people or play people?
Just kind of chill. Yeah, not play people.
Yeah, we probably won't play nobody. We'll probably just put our feet up.
How'd you feel about that,
let the
Coach?
starters
Like not
go to
playing
the
guys going into the playoffs. Did you believe
If you
let them
already
play a
played
little bit
before.
to keep the?
Well, the issue is you only have 53 guys, 46 guys, so it's not like you can't bench everybody, But I would like bench a Trent Williams type guy or maybe the quarterback or something like that. The issue is people get upset. Like Lee would be like, "Damn, coach, why I got to play in this game?"
Oh, I'm
Like,
playing.
Yeah, you want the
Oh, you
stats.
need the stats.
You want the
You need
stats.
It's still a game.
Yeah.
You get your
That
stats.
guy,
You get at the end
I
of
want
it.
some
I need
stats.
the clock, baby. I'm playing.
There were certain guys I would always err on the side of the guys that were in the injury tent, had the
Exactly.
nagging injuries. Those guys wouldn't play. Everybody else will play, kick their ass. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Go.
Coach, I can't really take you seriously. Your hat says grown ass man. You were thinking, that's me. That was what you wanted to buy? I
Yeah.
love it.
I'm a grown ass man.
You are. Agreed.
You are, Coach, and
Yeah.
we love it. Thank you for everything today. Thank you guys for watching another episode of Gridiron presented by Underdog. We'll be back here on Friday. Woo, woo.